All right. Our professional clapper is out today. I think Nick is on, what's that island? Catalina Island. So he's not going to make today's
Watch
episode.
him walk in like, hey, what the fuck?
Totally. So Kevin's doing the clapping duties today. And today we have my friend Mike LeMaire. Is a two-time Muay Thai world champion. Also, I'm going to fuck this up, Glory Kickboxing champion.
Yeah.
I've been doing Muay Thai on and off for years, sucking at it mostly. So I decided I'm going to get serious with it, and then went to Victory and was training under Mike for how long have we been doing that? 6 to 9 months or something?
Yeah, I would say so. I think we started right before maybe March?
Yeah.
Something like that. About 6 months.
About 6 months. Yeah, it's been good. I like to think like I'm a decent fighter, and then I go and play around with him, and I feel like a toddler, bro. He's just toying me around. But yeah, dude, thanks for coming in today, man. I'm excited to get into it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, if you guys can't tell from accent, he's French, but a cool
French-American.
French-American.
Cheers.
Yeah.
My mom is American and my dad is French. So
thanks for coming.
Thanks, man. Merci.
Yeah, you were telling me too. We'll get into the stories, but I do want to touch on. Eventually, I want to make sure we touch back on the story about your dad with all his guns.
Yeah,
which is hard to get in France, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I grew up, with my dad taking me to the range with my brothers. Most of my childhood. And that story I told you is in New York. Actually, he gave me a Magnum 357 to bring back to the U.S. And I thought I did
from France.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I put it in a suitcase with 500 bullets. And then in New York, the custom, they were like, "What are you doing with a gun?" I said, "Well, I told them in France. They told me it was good, so." I get to New York, and then sure thing, the custom get my gun, and they're like, "No, you can't. You got to register this gun. You got to do the paperwork." I was like, "Well, they told me it was good." It's like, we don't give a fuck. Like, you got to do it here in the U.S. as well. So
New York's nutty, man. They don't fuck around with that stuff.
JFK is it is.
Was that like your final destination, New York?
No, it wasn't. It was San Diego. So there was a like those tags on the bags.
Yeah.
And it said in big, "Do not deliver at the bag carousel, like wherever you get your bag."
Oh, yeah.
So they fucked it up. So I got my bag at JFK, because at JFK you got to take your bag and then transfer it to the next flight, right?
Yeah, from international to domestic.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so like the customs saw that, and they were like, "What the fuck?" It was like, fuck. So literally I have a gun on me with like ammo at the airport.
In New York.
In New York, bro. Like I could literally fucking put the 6 bullet in it, you know what I mean? And then go.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, yo. And they were like, "It's better that you get arrested now or stop now, because if you got arrested in San Diego or stop in San Diego, you go to jail for that."
I think San Diego's pretty easy to...
Well, they said if the police saw you with it or something like that, and I was like...
Dude, that's like one of those fucked up things. You ask any 3 different airlines, like, what the fucking rules are, like, half of them,
they don't know.
They don't fucking know,
I called Delta. They're like, "Oh, you got nothing to do. Just show up and fill out the form at the airport."
Yeah.
So I get at the airport in France, and I'm talking to the custom. They make me go through a whole fucking thing. They check my bag.
God.
It's locked, all of this. Okay, cool. I'm good to go till San Diego. Yeah, no problem. I get to New York, and this shit is happening, right? And then they kept me for like a whole hour in the back, and almost like... As soon as I moved the gun up, "Sit down," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" This one guy I was about to get mad at him. I was like, "Calm down," you know what I mean?
That is pretty fucking weird, because I've been on several planes or trips where you go and you bring your gun to the fucking counter, and you're like, "Hey, I declare a firearm. Okay, fill this out."
It's pretty straightforward.
They don't have any ability to like check if it's fucking registered, if it's not registered, if it's fucking.
They don't know.
So I've done it from Montana to San Diego. I've bought firearms, not a problem.
Yeah.
But I guess international. Honestly, if it wasn't for those guys to fuck up and the bag arrived, I would have been straight.
Yeah.
They should have kept it in the back of the plane. I would have my Magnum 357 right now.
They fucked
you.
But
they were like, "Is it registered in the U.S.?" I was like, "Not in the U.S., but in France." He was like, "Well, you should have done that a month ago." I was like, "I only spent like a week and a half in France. I didn't have time to do it a month ago." Like, so it's going to be a pain in the ass to get it. It's like, it might take 6 months to a year. I'm like, what?
Yeah, sometimes it happens. Did I tell you that story about Mike Mahalski when he lost his rifle in Austin? Yeah, dude. It's kind of. I guess we'll kick it off with this story because it's kind of funny. I haven't told this story yet on the show either, but so
we got to get that fucker on here too,
dude. Yeah, he's coming in December.
Is that during duty, or is that like just like a rifle? What, hunting or?
Yeah, well, he is an FFL, so he's a rifle manufacturer. Okay. He owns Sons of Liberty Gun Works out in San Antonio, so they manufacture at a pretty high level. They're a good sized manufacturer now, and this is years ago when he was kind of just starting out. And we were out. I was out visiting in Austin, and he drove up from San Antonio. So we're going out in Austin, hanging out. We're at this Omni Hotel, which is a fairly nice hotel. And long story short, we get to the end of the night, and we're bringing these strippers.
It's like Congress and 7th.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
So we get. I'm bringing the stripper back. So we get separated. So he goes back a little bit ahead of me. We're roommates in this room, right? And so I don't know any of this. So I bring my stripper back, and I go up to the room.
This when Disney and you moved out there?
No.
I'm like, hey.
Oh, no.
I'm like, Ryan.
No, this is
Bro.
No, I think Disney was probably 14 at the time.
Oh my God.
So I'm out there, and I go into the room, and there's fucking police tape across the room. I'm like, what the fuck happened here, dude? And I got this stripper that I'm like, trying to like.
She's like backpedaling, motherfucker.
Yeah, totally. What the fuck? So I'm like, hold on, it's not normal. So we go back down to the front desk, and I'm like, hey, what happened to the room? There's caution tape up there. And he starts explaining what happened with my roommate, Mike, and all this. I'm like, I'm just trying to get laid, bro. Like, I just need another room. So I get to the other room and whatever. So I found out later what happened is that Mike had got there before me, and he had a chick that was coming over, but he had his rifle. So he's like, well, fuck, I don't want to have this chick here with this random rifle out. So he's like, I'm going to go put it in the trunk of the car. But he's like, well, I don't have pants, so I'm just going to go run down real quick. So he had like he had boxer shorts, but like no pants on, and a t-shirt. So he takes this rifle down. It's a fully automatic rifle. So he goes down to the lobby.
Did he have it in a fucking gun case?
No, he's just strapped. Just strapped.
He's fucking jackass.
He's hanging out in the lobby of the Omni Hotel with like no pants and
things
a fully
that make
automatic
sense
weapon.
when you're liquored up. Be like,
totally right.
This will be fine. We're in Texas.
So I guess this cop was like, hey, let me take a look at that, and basically like took it from him. And he's like, no, man, like I'm the manufacturer. I am the FFL. Like legally, it's okay for me to have this. He's like, basically, fuck you. So he arrested him for this, took his rifle. I found this out.
I'm sure that he was like, let me see your ID. He was like, well, they're in my pants upstairs.
Exactly. Yeah.
Likely story, sir.
So I found this out later, but then it took him a year. So it was a year later. I went back and visited, and we went to the police station and got his rifle back. It was just a crazy story. But they actually, because of that, they actually changed Texas law.
Really?
Yeah, it was
because
wild.
of Mike.
Yeah, because of Mike's pantsless, fully automatic weapon in the hotel lobby.
So what's the law now?
You
can walk around naked with fucking semi-automatic or automatic weapon.
I think you might have to have pants on. It's maybe the law. I don't know what the correction
used to be pants optional. You used to be able to Porky Pig it with a fucking automatic weapon. But
you guys seen in Florida now, guys on motorcycles are carrying like fucking AKs and on the back.
Dude, Florida's another world, man.
Florida's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah.
All that Florida
shit.
Florida man.
Yeah, that's
you see
a real
all those
thing.
fucking those stories with the hashtag Florida man.
Dude,
you ever seen that shit before?
Day. I don't think so.
You like Google Florida man like 27, and dude, you bring up a number of fucking any fucking crazy news story over there starts off with Florida man, age 27, or Florida man, 18, found butt fucking a crocodile. You're like, what the fuck?
It's wild.
With an AK-47 strapped on his back, riding a motorcycle. You're like, what the? Just all this random shit.
It's crazy.
I guess
shit,
it's
dude.
a huge thing. You just Google Florida man and any number. Well, 18 to 70 probably.
It's weirder shit than you can even make up. It's wild.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, that story to say that you'll get the weapon back. It just might take some time.
A while.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
September 30th.
Oh shit! Recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking sucks, man. Was it TSA that took it or actual cops?
No, it's the what you call it the
ICE.
Not
Customs.
Customs.
Yeah. Immigration Customs Enforcement. I mean, yeah, that fucking sucks. Because legitimately, it was probably the airline's fault. It's not even like your fault.
That's what I said. I said Delta. He's like, it has nothing to do with Delta. I was like, TSA told me it has nothing to do with TSA. They're like, with 3 different. And I'm like, okay, well, why don't you talk to each other?
Somebody fucked up.
It ain't like you had it in your fucking carry-on.
Right.
Like, so, I was like, why don't you call them? They call each other. Like, you guys have a fucking unified rule. Why do I have to call everybody?
Sounds about right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, like, I'm not a fucking criminal. Don't move, sit down. I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
Hey, so if anybody listening to this has a hookup with fucking ICE or Customs Enforcement, knows the rules,
shoot us a DM.
Shoot us a fucking DM. Maybe we can get your fucking pistol out of hock.
Get the inside slide.
Probably
I wouldn't even care about the
now.
pistol, but it was my dad's, and I used to shoot with it as a kid. So even like all those guys were like, "Oh, damn, this is nice." I was like, "Yeah, it is."
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so let's reach back. Like, so you were born in France.
Yeah.
And a pro fighter here in the United States. Like, what's that arc look like? How'd you grow up?
So I grew up with, I got 3 brothers and sisters. I'm the youngest one. So I'm 39. My oldest brother is 1979 or 8. Something like that. So like what, 40?
Like 47, 48?
Yeah.
46 or
Around that age. My mom is American from Boston. She met my dad when she was 17. My dad was 19. By 20 years old, she moves to France. Didn't speak a word of French. But she raised us, all the kids, and my dad was working, so he wasn't around.
What did he do?
He worked in textile.
Okay.
So he would travel to Hong Kong and all around the world and sell basically fashion clothes. He had a company. He was the CEO of a company until he got laid off when I was like 13 years old or so. And so my childhood was pretty much my mom raising us, not speaking French.
Oh wow!
So I spoke French in the household, but my mom would try to speak to us in English so that we could learn. So at school, I had good grades in English because the level was really shitty. But when I moved to the U.S., I was 19 years old, and my English was okay on paper, like writing, but my accent, terrible. So I got into a lot of fights actually moving to the U.S. Because guys would be like, oh, like, French pretty bored, this and this, and...
Fuck you, French. Pow!
Well, listen, I mean, it takes a little bit more for me to get, upset, but I don't stand disrespect, no matter what. And so, yeah.
How old were you when you moved to the States?
19.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So you're already like adult.
Yeah, right after high school, basically, I was like, so my mom and dad got divorced when I was 14. And so my mom at 14 years old asked me to move to the U.S., right, with her. But I was like, you got to understand, in Europe, in France, 14 years old, there's no drinking age. So you start going out to clubs, bars, girls at that age.
Shit. At 14.
My dad wasn't around, and my mom was the ruler at the house. And now she's gone. It's me and my sister, and it's the Wild Wild West.
I wouldn't want to come to the U.S. either, bro.
You know what I mean?
Sounds awesome.
I'm going out. I got my little scooter, little motorcycle.
Fucking living in the south of France, bro. I mean,
it's just like, so, you don't have money. But
the world is your oyster.
You go out at night, you go to the casino with like 20 euros, and then if that 20 euros, you turn it into 200 playing the roulette or the blackjack. Then we go to the club, get a bottle for 150 and, smoke some weed, some hash, and then the alcohol. And that was my childhood.
That's cool.
That's really what it was.
Was your dad around at that time or?
No.
So were you still working?
Yeah, he was still working. So he would be home for maybe 2 weeks, and then he was gone for 3 months.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my dad was really strict. Physically, mostly with my older brother. We got the ruler, the belt, all of that shit, especially my mom. My mom was the mean one.
Yeah.
My dad was just using words, but, not in the best way. A lot of negative talk, unfortunately, to me and my brothers, like, you'll never be anybody, you'll never do this. Dang. Just because I think he had, his childhood was rough. I can't judge. I don't have kids, but with age, I've learned not to judge my parents for what they've done to me and my siblings.
Yeah.
That no matter what your circumstances, it's up to you to just get out of that and be somebody. And I try to teach that to my students. That just because you could be this color of skin or you could be from this neighborhood or this, it doesn't mean anything. You can get out of that.
Yeah.
And so, my dad never supported my career. He always wanted me, because I was pretty smart at school. Like I hated school. Like when my mom left, I high school, didn't even go. So my transcript from high school to college, to try to go to college in the U.S., because I did, they called me the tourist. Shows up in class with no pen, no notebook, nothing. I would just show up to fucking class and like, I'm out. All right, see you later. My dad wasn't around. I didn't give a shit. Unfortunately, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but
you still make good grades?
I still didn't.
Passed?
Yeah, like I passed. And so, my dad always wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor or something like that. And I don't blame him for that. And so,
well, that was the trajectory back then. That's what success looked like back then.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's also the one that I started judo at 4 years old. And he was a black belt in judo. He's the one that put me through judo and martial
there
arts.
you go.
Oh, shit.
So I started like that. And then, I did judo and rugby for a long time, physical sports. And then
at the same time?
Yeah. Same time.
Give me that ball, bitch.
Exactly. And then I started like Muay Thai kickboxing around 15, 16, then moved to the U.S. and really took it seriously. And I was like, this is what I want to do. But I was going to school at the time, college, community college, and then full-time job and training every day. And then eventually I said, fuck college. It's not for me. I hate it. I don't even know what I really want to do in college. Why am I going to spend whatever the money is,
Yeah. This is when you're in the U.S.? Mm-hmm. Where'd you move to in the U.S. when you came over?
Boston.
Okay.
That's where my mom was. She's from there, and she lived there. So
it became a mass hole right off the way. right off the bat.
Massachusetts, I was used to it because every summer as a kid during summer school, me and my siblings would fly to my grandma's house, my mom's mom, and with all my cousins on the East Coast.
Oh, cool.
So that was a cool experience for me.
You kind of knew it already.
I kind of knew it, so to speak, so it wasn't like a big culture shock.
Yeah.
But it was in the sense that, I didn't live there, It was vacation when I went. So Boston is cold as fuck, too. I moved in October, and then right away it started snowing. I'm like, fuck, I didn't have a car, so I got to take the fucking bus or the train to go to school. Then train at night and all this. So I did this for a while, and then I was like, fuck Boston, I'm going to Hawaii.
Opposite, yeah.
Opposite.
Shit.
And at the time, I had my French girlfriend that followed me all the way to the U.S., lived with me in Boston, no friends, no car, so we got into fights all the time. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, so I moved to Hawaii and, did what I did.
That's cool. How old were you then?
20. When I moved to Hawaii.
So 19, this happened quick after you came over.
Yeah. It was like 8 months.
Fuck this cold weather shit.
Yeah. I was like, I want to be on an island for a while. I just want to be by myself. No mom, no girlfriends, just do my own thing, So I lived in dorms for a year, which was an experience as well.
The dorms in
Hawaii.
Oh, okay. Did you go to college out there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went to HPU, Hawaii Pacific University for like a year. I met a lot of cool people, a lot of international students and, domestic students. It was cool. It was my first time really living in dorms and roommates. I had 3 roommates in the same room. Every day was school, work, train, come back, get drunk. and I'll repeat. It's funny how you can recover at that age, though. At 20 years old, it's just, I remember just, oh my God, I did this all the time.
Yeah, it's just pretty fucking crazy. Yeah. Like, you do that shit now. Well, I'm in my 50s, but now it's like, dude, I go out one night. Man. Yeah, I go out one night, and I'm fucking down for the count for like a day plus.
Yeah, I gotta mark off the next day in my calendar. Yeah. It's just like useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta plan it.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But it's crazy hearing, because I'm the youngest of 3 kids.
Okay.
And I fucking hated school. Same fucking shit. Like, by the time I was going through like high school, my parents were kind of just like, not to say hands off, but they were just like, just pass. Like, we don't give a fuck if you like, don't get arrested, please. Just pass fucking high school. Right. I remember my senior year, they switched up the attendance policy to where it used to be every semester, if you missed more than 2 days, you had to take the midterm or the final. But if you missed less than 2 days, like if you had a passing grade, you were exempt from the midterm or the final, and you basically got out of school 2 days early. So it was a huge incentive for nobody to miss any fucking school. Well, then my senior year, they're like, if you miss more than like so many days per 6-week grading period, there was like 3 6-week periods in a semester. And they're like, if you miss more than like however many days in the 6 weeks, you had to make it up on Saturday school. And so, dude, within the first 6 weeks, there were already so many people who missed so much fucking school. They were like, oh, we gotta have people start coming in on Saturdays. Well, they hadn't told any of the fucking teachers this shit. And the teachers are like,
they're pissed.
They're like, yeah, we need you to come in on Saturday. They're like, fuck you. My shit don't say nothing about coming in on Saturday. My contract says Monday through Friday, motherfucker.
I don't get paid for Saturday.
So then, dude, the whole administration was like, all right, how do we now they're like hiring substitutes to come in on Saturdays to like watch kids and just all this fucked up shit. And like, and the school board only met like a certain amount of times per year. So instead of like meeting and going, okay, we're going to revert back to the old shit, they like met and like they didn't change the attendance policy. They just made like a couple changes to certain things.
Sounds like the government.
It was so fucked, dude. Yeah, exactly. So then I remember people were going like, so what's the deal with the attendance policy? And like I remember my homeroom teacher, who was also like the band fucking guy. He ran like, I don't know, all the fucking band shit. He was like my homeroom teacher. He was like, I guess miss as many days you want as long as you're passing. And dude, my senior year, I had like typing and like drama and like fucking bullshit classes,
good luck failing that stuff.
Yeah. And so I remember I missed like 60 fucking days of school my senior year. And
sounds about right.
Yeah. I was like,
same.
This is fucking awesome.
Well, at least you graduated. I just dropped out and fucking left.
Yeah.
Just dropped out of high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halfway through my senior year.
Yeah.
Fucking nerds.
I was like 280 out of like 283. No, I'm just kidding. I probably wasn't that bad. I was probably like, top half at least. I don't know.
Yeah, look
just
at us now.
I mean, how hard? Yeah, look at me. How hard is it to fuck up typing?
Yeah, my dad has a bunch of dad jokes, and one of them is actually kind of funny because he's a doctor, and he's like, what do they call the person who graduates last in medical school? Doctor.
Yeah,
doesn't fucking matter. As long as you graduate, it doesn't fucking matter, dude.
D's get degrees. C's get degrees. Yeah. But yeah. So what were you studying in Hawaii? Or were you just kind of doing GE stuff?
So Boston, at first went to community college and I studied international business. My dad's was in business. I've always, to be honest, growing up in France, looking at the U.S., I was always like, oh, I'm going to be this successful business guy, whatever. Also wanted to be a fighter, but, I didn't know if that dream was going to come true.
Yeah.
And then Hawaii, I switched to marine biology.
That's a shift. Wow.
Yeah. I wanted to fuck around.
Look at the pretty turtles.
Yeah. I wanted to fuck around with sharks mostly. I've always wanted to, dive with the sharks and study them and stuff like that. And
you a good swimmer?
Yeah. Great swimmer. Yeah. I love to swim, free dive, hold my breath for like a couple minutes.
Well, that must have been great then.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good experience. And then, but then, after talking to people on the program, I was like, well, you got to study for like 12 years and you got to study like fucking.
You have to make a $50,000 a year job.
If that, and you got to study a bunch of shit that you're never going to use. And I was like, oh man, I don't feel like going through this.
Yeah.
And then Muay Thai really started to come in my life. I had a couple amateur fights in Hawaii, which I won. And then I moved to San Diego in 2008.
What brought you to San Diego?
My brother. So
okay.
I had a brother who lived in Boston with his Japanese girlfriend, and she got she graduated from school and she was in jewelry. She was selling gold and all that, and she had a job in San Diego. So they moved to San Diego, and I was like, Hawaii at the time, after a whole year of partying in the dorms, I was like, man, like, I know it's not good for me if I want to, do something else. And Hawaii is expensive. Like a gallon of milk back then was already like $6 or $7.
Damn.
It's like, talking about like I'm 20 years old. I can't really afford all that. Like I had a full-time job, which was a French tutor. You know how much they pay me? $5.50.
They pay you in gallons of milk.
I wish.
It would have been better.
I fucking love milk, bro. But I was getting paid $5.50. My paychecks were like $200. Well, how the fuck am I gonna afford that?
Yeah.
And so my mom was like, trying to help me out, a little bit. I was like, all right, no, like I can't do this anymore. Hawaii is too expensive. I was like, I'm going to go move with my brother and check out California. So I did. First year, I didn't really like it because I didn't know anybody. I didn't have a car. I had to fucking take the subway. There was a bunch of homeless bums all the time I was getting into fucking fights with. I got into a bunch of fights my first year in San Diego, to tell you the truth. And I was like, all right. But then I was like, but this place is fucking nice. The weather is always good. You know, it never
Speaking
fucking,
of which, it's like fucking raining.
Yeah. 3 days.
That's
3 days a year.
3 days out of the year.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I was like, man, this weather is great. And I started just liking it and meeting people and all this. I was kind of introvert because of my accent a little bit still. And, you know, going out and not being confident, whether it was with like guys or girls. I was a little shy with my accent. Even I didn't embrace it at the time. And now it's a different story.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I can play the French card if I want to. Or I can play the American card.
I was about to say, dude, fucking chicks eat that shit up.
But, you know, at the time, I knew that, but I was so embarrassed to just fit in.
Yeah.
And then I started fighting professionally, too, and then there was a lot of media. I'm like, go ahead and talk. And I'm like, fuck, I'm so shy with my French accent. It wasn't good. It took me a long time to really, like... you know, embrace my who I am. You know, I'm French American, and don't shy away from being French or American. My first job in San Diego, I was a valet in La Jolla at the Veteran Hospital, and this fucking white dude just fucking came saying like, you know, we beat you ass, France, and all this. And my grandpa was in the fucking, you know, World War II, and he was part of the resistance. Yeah. And, you know, what the cool is, I have a lot of gear from World War II because my grandpa kept in touch with a bunch of American soldiers and in touch each year with letters.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
so
cool.
they would trade stuff.
Yeah.
My grandpa would send them French shit, and then they would send him, you know, American
That's
stuff.
really cool.
And so me and my brother, we had like the helmets from World War II and the little, you know, the little bags and all that stuff. And I took pride of my grandpa actually standing up for our country.
Yeah.
But also I have my mom's side who's American, so I understand both sides. But I remember this fucker was talking shit. And I remember the manager was from Canada, so he's a neutral fucking guy, you know, Canada. And I remember it. I looked at him. I was like that. He was like, and I just fucking caught the fucker, dude. I was like, don't you ever fucking talk like that.
Yeah,
I got a pass.
Say what again, bitch?
Yeah, say what again.
The dude probably got PTSD from boot camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
I was
in there
like, you
collecting
know,
fucking VA.
Just I hate people that are not educated. Like, at least check out history and see why the U.S. went to war and what happened and this and this. Yeah, we were invaded by the Nazis and all that shit. I get it. But
we're
like,
on the same side too.
Like exactly, we're on
Yeah.
the same side. It just pissed me off, and it rubbed me the wrong way. When I was younger, I was a little bit more emotional and aggressive. So I didn't get fired for that. I got fired because this old veteran, fucking 86 years old, a fucking legend. So you drive golf cart from the parking lot to the hospital to like help him out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this old timer is like, I want you to go reverse on the parking lot full speed with the golf cart. So I'm like,
fucking J-turn.
And all of a sudden, the car that comes out, bang! And the manager was like, that's it, you out. I was like, well, he told me to. He was like, I don't give a shit, get out. I was like, fuck this job anyway.
The old guy's like, sorry, man.
Yeah, the old guy was laughing his ass off. He was like, you know what I mean?
Old man's like, why'd you do that?
I told you that to.
Starts playing the dementia card. I didn't say that.
Shit.
That's awesome.
So
that
you're
was
like 21 at this point? 22?
So that's 2008. I'm 21, 22.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, first year in San Diego. And that's, leading up to that story that I told you yesterday on the phone.
Which one was that?
My first pro fight.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a Muay Thai guy, right? I've always been stand-up and all this. And one time there's this manager, agent, fucking a rat, and there's just like some greedy, just somebody that wants money. He sees a lot of potential in me, you know, good looking French guy, very good striking and all this. And he's like, you know, he kept fucking guessing. He's the one telling me, you good looking, you very marketable, you're gonna make it to the UFC. You have to understand the UFC started really in 2006, exploding with the TV reality show.
Yeah. Ultimate Fighter.
And I was like, when I first moved to the U.S., I wanted Muay Thai, but then MMA just started taking off. And I was part of a gym that everybody went to UFC, Strike Force, and all that. And I was like, they called me Muay Thai Mike because I was the only one just still doing Muay Thai. This guy walked in the gym. He's like, I got a fight for you. It's in 3 days.
Oh, shit.
In Cancun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I never I never did wrestling, jiu-jitsu, like, okay, all this. I don't know anything about anything, okay? He's like, it's paid $1,600. I'm like, okay, say less.
Yeah, that's right.
Because at the time, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, that was like 6 months of rent.
Is that $1,600 if you win, or $1,600 if you lose, or $1,600 regardless?
Just to show up.
Oh, okay.
Regardless, listen, it's one of those, it was a last minute change. The guy was 16-0.
Oh, okay.
He made it to the UFC, and, you know, he didn't stay long. I think he had a contract with 4 fights in the UFC. So anyway, I was paid to go there to lose.
Oh, nice.
That's exactly what I did, because so I crossed the border by myself. First time doing it to TJ. That's an experience in itself, because I'm like 21, 22. I've never fucking done that.
I hope you brought a 357 Magnum with you.
I kind of wish I did. So I'm taking the plane, right? And it's like fucking 1 a.m. in the morning or something. We fly all the way to Mexico City. And from Mexico City to Cancun, my opponent is on the plane with his whole fucking team. And the whole time, I'm no coach, no teammates. I don't know anybody. The whole fucking team is just looking at me like, we're going to fuck you up and all this. And I'm like, fuck, what the fuck did I sign up for? And this guy is big. You know, he's
What's the weight class?
It was 185.
Okay.
So,
what's that, middleweight or welterweight?
Yeah, it's middleweight.
Middleweight.
You know, so here's the thing. The UFC and Glory Kickboxing, that's a middleweight. But for WBC, like Muay Thai and boxing, 175 is light heavyweight.
Right.
And my world title is 190, which is cruiserweight. Anything above 190 is heavyweight. So there's different body sanctions, right? So anyway, so I'm on the plane. They look at me all like, we're going to fuck you up. I get in this beautiful hotel in Cancun. I'm like, I'm on fucking vacation, man. Like, I don't really have to cut weight because I wasn't that big and all this. And I'm just getting spoiled. It's like all food is offered, and like really a first experience for me. I'm like, I'm a pro fighter.
This pro fighter thing's pretty good.
You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. I was 8-0 as an amateur in Muay Thai. And then all of a sudden now I'm a pro fighter. Like, I'm doing media. I'm flying out. I'm like, okay, this is it, you know? Anyway,
did you have a coach with you, or like a handler? Nothing, just you?
Just me, man. Just me. And so I had a volunteer coach that was half American and Mexican that coached me for that fight. So he walked out with me with the bucket. He's like, hey, man, just tap if he fucking puts you in the armbar, because that's his thing. So I'm like, okay, cool. So it's like a nightclub. The fight is in a nightclub.
Yeah.
There's a cage.
Was it a ring or an octagon?
It's an octagon.
Okay.
First time fighting in an octagon, too.
That's cool.
They closed the fucking cage. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go, and, you know, I'm like this, and I go, bang, bang, bang. I throw a kick. He catches me, puts me on the ground. I have no idea what I'm doing at that point. I did judo, but judo, it's just more toss. So on the floor, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I push off. I extend my arm, grabs my arm. He goes like this. I turn around, look at my coach. He's like, tap, tap. And I'm like, oh, my arm is on a break. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I tap. And that was my first loss. I had no business being a professional at the time. I had no coach, no team. I just was this fucking shitty-ass manager.
$1,600 vacation.
There you go. That's the way I took it. And so there was an after party after that right on the beach. And I'm looking at the ring girl. There's 2 ring girls that kept looking at me and kind of flirting with me. And I'm getting drunk. I'm like,
you can pull a win out of this, dude.
Yeah. So, but the coach is like, no, mijo. Like, he's like, yo, like, she's dating a cartel guy. And I'm like, I'm French. I'm ignoring. I don't give a fuck about the cartel. I'm like, I'm gonna get her. So I ended up, her and her friend in the room. You know, we had our fun. And so we're doing our thing, and the next day we fly back to TJ, and the coach was telling me, he's like, dude, in TJ, they're going to be waiting for you. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yo, she's dating a cartel guy. I'm like, I didn't realize at the time. So flying into TJ, I'm like, I'm kind of shitting my pants. I'm like, whoa, fuck, what if they're waiting for me? And then, you know, like, I had no idea. And so I ended up flying into TJ. I see the girl going into her boyfriend's arm.
You're like,
yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'm out. Let me get back to the U.S. real quick.
I'm a dick chase, bitch.
So that was my first pro fight experience. And after that, I was like, okay, if I really want to go to the MMA route, I really got to spend time on the ground. So I ended up doing like about 5 years of grappling.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
And become pretty good to the point. Here's the thing. At the time, I had the torn labrum, but I had money. I didn't have health insurance. I was broke, so I couldn't fix it. And so I couldn't really train. I couldn't do this. I could grapple more. So I switched to grappling for a while because it was easier on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Until I was like 24 or something like that. And at 24 years old, I met a coach. And long story short, he took me under his wing, meltdown at the time. And I got my surgery on my shoulder in 2011. And then within a year and a half, I was competing again as a professional Muay Thai fighter. And I just scorching people. First fight KO, second fight KO, third fight KO, fourth fight KO, this, and this. And then Glory Kickboxing came along. So Glory Kickboxing is like the UFC for kickboxers or strikers, right? That's where like the big money was.
Yeah.
Where's like K1 fall into that?
That's Japan. So
okay,
I fought once for them in 2012, which by the way I want to go back to because I want to go back to fighting next year.
Yeah.
I want to go to Japan and fight for them because I was growing up. K1 was what you watched on TV. Like,
of course,
oh man, like all those fucking guys, you know. But all those guys went to Glory Kickboxing in 2012, and so my first fight with Glory Kickboxing in LA was that tournament, and I fought 3 times in one night.
How was that experience?
Man, I was like, so I went to Japan. So here's the story, okay? 2011 going to 2012. I go to Japan because my boy that I met in Hawaii, he's Japanese American. He lives in Tokyo. He's like, why don't you come? Glory Kickboxing has a New Year's show where like all night it's like fucking fights, right? So I go there in Tokyo. It's a dome, 80,000 people. Damn. And there's Glory Kickboxing in front of my eyes. The organization that I really want to sign with.
Yeah.
2012 going to 2013. We go to the arena, I watch the fights, I'm like, holy fuck, those guys are good. That's the level, that's where I want to be, right? So on the January 1st, we go in town in Tokyo, and he brings me to the temple. And on January 1st, we got, like fucking hundreds of thousands of people on the street going to the temple to pray. So we spent like 3 or 4 hours in line. It's moving slow, but you got little shops there and there. So I'm buying a bunch of shit, whatever. We get to the temple, and he tells me that you buy those little figurines. I don't know how to explain it. There's like 2 eyes, and basically when you make a wish, you color one eye, and when your wish becomes true, you color the other eye. So I buy this little figurine, and I'm like, listen.
They're like minions.
Some manifesting.
Yeah. No, there's little, they look like geishas, like those little things, figurines. You know how the Japanese, Asian people are with little things like that. And I go to the temple, and I'm like, all right, whoever I'm praying to, God or Buddha, whatever, like I want to sign with Glory Kickboxing, and I want to become a world champion in Muay Thai this year. That's my goal. That's January 1st, 2013, okay?
Oh, shit, okay.
I fly back to San Diego, and my coach, and I'm partying my ass off in Japan, New Year's and this. Go back to San Diego, and my coach is like, hey, Glory Kickboxing is coming to the U.S. in L.A. in 2.5 weeks. I signed up for the tournament. It's 16 men. It's 3 fights in one night to get a big contract with Glory. I sign you up. I'm like, oh, fuck. Time to get in shape.
What the fuck were you thinking?
Yes and no. I'm like, oh, fuck. But this is an opportunity, right? Yeah. So right away I get to work, and then comes the date.
How did they whittle everybody down to like 16 dudes? I'm sure there's a shit ton of people signing up for it, right?
Yeah, so I think they kind of have scouts, and they talk to coaches, or like who's the guy in the U.S., who's the guy in this country a little bit, and they kind of like bring the best of each weight classes, kind of each country. So I got scouted, and I think at the time I'm like 6-0 with like 5 KOs, so I'm like looking good, But Muay Thai is a different sport than kickboxing.
Yeah, can you explain that for the audience a little bit?
Yeah, so Muay Thai specifically, we use elbows. Okay, so the elbows, the sole purpose of an elbow is not necessarily a knockout; it's to cut. Right, when you cut somebody, like if you shave this eyebrow, I got 38 stitches. I got a bunch right here. And if you cut and the blood goes in the eye, the doctor has no choice with the referee to stop the fight. So oftentimes, for Glory Kickboxing, they would tell us that they want a show. They want entertainment. They want people that buy the pay-per-view online to see a good show. They don't want to cut and it's done in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, and it's clinch. There's no clinch allowed in kickboxing. Like it's a grappling art on the feet, the clinch, right?
Yeah.
So kickboxing is knees, punches, and kicks, but there's no elbows, and you cannot hold a person in the clinch for more than like 3 seconds.
Okay.
So one knee and you let go.
Was it Van Damme a kickboxer and not Muay Thai?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't think he was at the level that I fought at, but he was a kickboxer, like Savate, French kickboxing, American kickboxing,
a
little bit of Kempo. I mean, I grew up on.
He was like Belgian or some shit, right?
he's Belgian. Yeah, so in Belgium they speak French, but Flamand, I think in English you say, which is like a local. It's a mix of French and Dutch. Yeah,
that's where the word flamboyant comes from.
Belgium is a cool country, though, man.
Yeah.
But anyway,
got the little guy pissing in the fountain in Brussels. What do they call it, the pee-pee boy or whatever the fuck? You been to Brussels?
Been to Brussels, yeah.
Got the dirty fountain out there.
No, there's like a cupid. There's like a cupid that pisses in the fountain. It's like a fountain that's. There's like little cherubs like all over the fountain. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No,
you ever been there?
I've seen that.
I've seen it. I've seen it, but I don't know if
Yeah.
I've been there. So anyway, that's the difference between kickboxing and. So anyway, when kickboxing came along, and I won that tournament, and I signed a Glory contract, I had the WBC, WCK. But like, oh man, this kid Mike LeMaire now, he's 8-0, 9-0. Let's give him a world title shot for Muay Thai. And I'm like, so I'm transitioning Muay Thai, kickboxing, Muay Thai. So I go back to Muay Thai, and I fight this guy, and I get my first world title in Muay Thai.
Wait, so how'd that night go with the 3 fights though?
Okay, so
it's like back to back, and like how much time did you have in between them?
It's fucking crazy. So my first fight, when did I fight my first fight? I fight this Russian guy, fucking massive too. You know, and
Is there like real weight classes, or there are?
Yeah, it's weight classes. It's 1E7. I was never a big 1E7, meaning I walked around like maybe off camp 2 or 3, 2 or 4, but in camp I'm like 195, 196. I'm lean, so I don't have to cut. But I'm talking about some of those guys. The biggest guy I fought was probably Matt Baker, 6'7". Fight night, he's like 225, 230. Those guys are big
and they have
boys.
to cut down to 185.
Like, you know, Alex Pereira came to Glory Kickboxing.
Yeah.
When he came, you know,
and he fights as a heavyweight in the UFC, right?
No, he fought at 185, man.
Oh shit!
He fought at 185. He was in my weight class in Glory Kickboxing, so I went down to 170. Not because of him, partially, but I knew that my whole career I was always a small guy for my weight class.
Yeah.
The problem in Glory Kickboxing is that the weight classes go like 187. Underneath it's 170. There's 17 pounds.
That's a big difference.
It's a fucking big difference.
Yeah.
Can I make 178, 175? Yeah, but like, those 5-6 pounds to make 170, bro, it's tough.
Yeah.
But at 170, I was either the bigger guy,
or
at least like the same size. You see what I'm saying? But it's an adjustment because now you're going from monsters that are tall and big, a little slower, to like more slower guy, and the speed is way different.
Yeah.
So now you have to adjust. All right. So that night, the tournament, the first night, it was a Russian dude. Yeah, you know, we go in the first round. I feel him out, and I keep noticing that he drops the left glove a little bit. As soon as I sit down in the corner after the first round, I look at my coach and we say the same thing. He's like, he's dropping the left glove. The head kick is open. I'm like, okay, game, bet. And then within the first, 30 seconds of the second round, I put him in the corner, you know what I mean? And I see him drop in the left glove, and I tilt my head, and then boom, I come with a head kick and catch it, boom, bang, his head down. The cool thing about this is my 3 best friends from France back then, never been to the U.S., never seen me fight. They flew all the way to L.A.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they flew all the way to L.A.
That's cool.
to see me fight for the first time. So they're in the fucking crowd seeing their boys.
Going crazy, I bet, dude.
That's a lot of fucking pressure, too, though.
It's a lot of pressure,
you don't want to get your ass fucking handed to you. Like, thanks for coming out to see me get my ass kicked.
I know, right? And so the crazy thing is they came a week before the fight, so they stayed at my place, like on the couch and all that. And they're all going out at night in San Diego, smoking weed, drinking. And I'm like, I can't go out with you guys because I got my fight this weekend. Yeah. I got to cut weight, all this. And So anyway,
wait till next week, bitch.
Yeah, exactly, right? So I win that first fight by a knockout. The second fight, I fight, what's his fucking name again?
What's the time between the fights?
Like 15, 20 minutes.
No shit.
So I had my fight. There's one fight in between that I go again.
Wow.
So I semifinals.
That's like old school UFC.
And what's a typical round count?
So usually it's 3 minute. You got 3 rounds of 3 minutes.
Three minute rounds.
Yeah, three,
Okay.
3. So get this. I win the first round, right? In the second round. I'm like, all right. So I'm not too banged up at the time. Go back in the second, and I'm fighting this guy that I fought twice in my career and won twice. He's a big old Viking dude. Like, big old. Like, I think I had decent sized legs, but this guy has just massive legs. He's just fucking like that. From Minnesota or something like this, and very good, solid Muay Thai.
It's like Brock Lesnar.
A little bit, to be honest. It's not as fake, but dangerous, and his record was way better than mine also, and so on paper. And so I get in there in the first round, and he fucking drops me with a head kick. I didn't even see it. Just bang. And I go, it's called a flash knockdown. When you get on your knees, you get back up. I was like, I didn't get knocked out. And the referee's like, 3, 4. And I'm like, what the fuck
What are you
happened?
talking about?
What are you talking about, dude? He's like, I'm looking at my corner. He's like, dude, get hands up, focus. I'm like, okay. So
Who are you?
I was.
Where the hell was I?
I wasn't hurt. It was weird. It got me on the artery right here, which shuts
right
off
on
the
the
blood
vagus
supply.
nerve,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So your brain goes whoop whoop and back up. So I wasn't hurt at all.
It's like a hard reset.
You know, it's a hard reset. But that's a 10-8 round. So I go in the second round. They don't even tell me how I got caught. You know, like, okay, this, like, you know, breathe. I go back in the second round. I know it's a 10-8 round. There's 3 rounds. That means I have to win second and third.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's a tournament. So if it's a draw, what do you think is going to happen?
We fight another round?
Again?
So I win second and third. I give it my all. It goes 3-3 to decision. It's a draw. In the Glory tournament set rule, in the tournament, we go an extra round. The fucking crowd goes crazy.
You're like,
and
great.
I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. But at that point, I think my rib was broken. I'm fucked. Like, he knee me in the chest. I have, like, my torn pec or something like that. I'm like, oh, my God. I got to go one more round. I just look at my boys and my coaches. Everybody's like, fuck it, let's go. And I'm like, all right. Let's
Give him
go.
the Captain Insano.
And I'm just on this guy. I'm on this guy, and I win. So after 4 rounds, survival round it's called. So they squashed the first 3 rounds. It's already based on this 4th round, which I won. So I'm going to the final against Eddie Walker. If Eddie Walker, you ever watched this, he's a super cool guy, but he was the WBC champion of Muay Thai at the time. He was the favorite on paper. His first 2 fights, he won by KO in the first round.
Oh, shit. So he's fresh.
He's fucking fresh.
Yeah. He's fighting his 3rd round. You're fighting your 6th round.
Yeah, 2 + 4 is 6. Yeah, so going into the 7, and I'm in the back icing, and the guys are like, okay, Mike, you got to get up and go. I'm like, oh, my God, dude. And I always remember that my coach comes up to me, and like, he's got a smile on his face. He's like, hey, nobody expected you to be here. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, gee, thanks for the vote of confidence, coach.
You know what I mean? But you know why? He was kind of right because I was stressing. I was anxious. I was like, fuck Eddie Walker. He's like, he's a puncher. He's like one of the. I don't have the power like that in my hands. I have it in my legs.
Are you a righty or lefty?
Nowadays I can do both, but I'm a righty.
Yeah.
But like I've always been strong with my legs and my knees. I only have 1 KO in my career with a knockout with a punch. But he was like, left hook or right hook, it don't matter, you going down, right? And the 2 guys that he beat before were like pretty big as well. So I'm like, fuck. So my coach, he's like, don't worry, we have nothing to lose. You know, go out there and just enjoy yourself.
Sure.
You boys
Just have fun. Just like, fuck you.
You know what I mean?
Just enjoy getting punched in the face.
Coach, I'm getting my fucking ass kicked here.
Honestly, I hate saying, I don't never really say that to my student. Go ahead and have fun. It's so cliche.
Yeah.
It's kind of true with step back and experience, but at the moment, like, you don't go in there to have fun. Like, I'm not fucking dancing around. This is the world watching. This is the biggest stage in the world. What are you talking about? Go have fun. But anyway, I'm like, all right, so the game plan was kick the shit out of his leg because he's a puncher. How do you stop a puncher? Well, you take his fucking base leg off. He can't move.
Chop down that tree.
And I got like 6 or 7 KOs with low kicks in my career, right? And so I go in the first round and I feel his power. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. So I keep my hands up fucking tight, but I keep chopping the leg. And I think at the end of the first round, I see him go like, ah. And I'm like, ooh, I got him. Like, I got him.
Got you, bitch.
I got you, bitch. And then I go into the second round, and the game plan doesn't change. Every time he throws a big punch, I cover and just chop to the point where he starts to limp backwards, and I'm like, I feint. He checks, puts the foot down, and bang, and then I drop him. And I'm like, fuck yeah. So that's an 8 count. In a tournament, you cannot, if you go down twice, it's done in the same round. And so he survives. We go in the third round.
And that was from a leg kick?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, and so in the third round, he's like this, and I feel it. Everybody feels it, and it's becoming to the end. I'm like, bop, bop, bop. He's giving me a couple power punch. I cover, and off the hook, I block, and boom, because all that weight is on the leg, and he just collapsed. At that point, I realized that it's been 2 knockdowns already, 2 or 3, yeah. So I know I won. Put my hands up. I collapsed because I'm fucking exhausted. Dude, like the whole arena just rushed into the ring. And that's security guards are like, no, stop. My boys jump over the ropes. Everybody just jumps on top of me. And I'm like, I'm on top of the world at that point,
must have felt amazing.
It's so good.
What'd you say? Yo, Adrian!
That was probably one of the best moments in my career, I have to say, because that's when I started touching a little bit of money. It was $20K, but at the time I was pretty good.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's great.
That was
20 grand. That's
20
fucking coin,
grand,
dude.
but most importantly, I signed a
cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Congrats.
Thank you, man. And I signed a contract with Glory, so now I was really like, all right. That was it.
Did you have an agent? Or you're like reading through all the fucking fine print and shit and kind of figuring out on your own?
For the contracts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a that's a whole different story.
Because I've talked to some cats who've done that shit for their first time, and they're like, yeah, dude, like you fight your whole life looking for that fucking contract, and when you get it, it's like,
it's shit.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, man, I shouldn't have done this, or I should have done this.
Contracts are meant to lock you in, especially when you're younger. You don't understand business and how it goes. And for me, I'm like, I'm just excited to fight. I just want to fight for Glory. Mm-hmm. And so, the owner of my gym was a lawyer. He's a piece of shit, by the way, that owes me $30K. Still to this point. That's the thing. You're young, you're naive, and you think you trust people.
Yeah.
You know, he was the owner, my manager, and supposedly a friend, and he fucked me over. And I got fucked over by my coach, my managers.
It happens, man.
It happens, and so you live and learn, and this is why me as a coach now, it's just like I would never do that to my students. And I try to teach them the things that I didn't have.
That fucking sucks, man.
And so when you ask a manager, no, listen, the truth is, unless you're Conor McGregor, you're a top 3 UFC, you don't need a manager, because a manager is bullshit. A manager is just somebody out there that he's really supposed to like find you commercials and this and this. I had a few managers, they never did shit for me. And then you have a contract with them, the whatever money you make, they got to get 20%. Okay, so let's say you invite me to shoot a commercial. My manager didn't find that. He didn't find it. I found it. It's me, but you
still
get
20%.
Why would you get 20%?
Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
You didn't negotiate
but
it.
Trust me, like managers out there just because they want to sound cool, they have a little network. They're useless. Unless you really have a big name, now you have a lot of media. He has to like make you schedule pretty much. He's your assistant. He's got to be like, you train from 10 to 12, then you have this and this. Other than that, you can manage yourself, man.
Yeah.
Being an athlete is all about self-management, like your schedule. That's the biggest thing that you're going to learn. It's like, okay, you got to be like, I'm training from this, then I'm resting and eating, I'm doing recovery, I'm stretching, I'm doing this, and then I'm training again. You can all do it by yourself. You just got to be vigilant about your schedule, and that's it. And that's the biggest thing. If you're lazy, but if you have a schedule, then you'll make it. And so, no manager. I had a couple managers, but to be honest, eventually you develop a network. And you know how to sell yourself, and you know like how to present you value to a company. So what I teach my students and what I started doing back then, and before ChatGPT and then all that bullshit, is like, hey, I'm Mike LeMaire, I'm a world champion, I'm local in San Diego, I'm a world champion, this and this. Would you sponsor me? Fuck yeah. You know, so I get gym membership, I get clothes, I get meal prep, I get supplements, a lot of shit that
rad.
It's not necessarily money, but like you don't have to spend money on gear, on food, on supplements. So at the end of the day, it's the same shit.
Feeds the machine.
And then my biggest sponsor was Monster Energy that paid me good money for me. Finally, in 2017 to 18, I was the first Glory Kickboxer to get sponsored by Monster, which now they're all over the UFC. But I was one of the first athlete to get sponsored by them. And so finally I could kick back and not have to teach or do PTs and all that. I was like, all right, I'm just going to train full time as a pro.
That's what I was going to ask. Is like, at what point is like the day job? Because if somebody's going to like look at this as like a career path and like their trajectory, there's always that like that day job aspect. It's like you gotta pay the fucking bills somewhat. And so to parallel your story there of like the fighting arc, like how did the work arc?
Yeah, so like I'll tell you, like my first few years as a pro, man, my first pro fight was $600.
Yeah.
Second one, people think,
and that was win or lose, or that was 600 to the winner.
I think at that time, it was just like show up, win or lose, you get 600.
Yeah.
So I get 600. Then it was 1,000. Then it 2, 3, 35, 4, 45, 5, 75, 10. I've never made more than $10,000 in Muay Thai. And I was probably one of the highest American Muay Thai fighter paid.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Now you have legends, maybe like Senshai, Bukao, and stuff like that. Obviously, if you fight for one championship or K1 or stuff like that, you make more money. But Muay Thai, you don't make money. It's a poor man's sport.
Even in Thailand.
Thailand is even worse.
Yeah,
because they
don't make shit over there either. Yeah.
So that's why, like with promotions like Glory Kickboxing, right? Or one championship, for a Thai guy to come into Muay Thai on a big platform or Glory Kickboxing, it makes $50K or $75K.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money that is in Thailand?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like $100,000 in Thailand is $1 million here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
those cats live on like $100 a week and shit over there.
Yeah, you know? It's very cheap. You have to understand that most Thai guys,
maybe not 100 a week. Yeah,
they start their career at what, like 10 years old, and then by the time they're 22, 23, they have like 200 fights. They retire. So all the money that they collected fighting Muay Thai, which is $200 a fight, maybe. They have 200 of them. They collect that money. They help their family as well, and they go to school.
Yeah.
They start school at 23, 24, university.
Yeah.
So that after at 28, 29, they can have a normal life. So like that's why now promotions like one championship, you know, with the bonus of $50K and $50K to show up or whatever, you're making $100K if you're from Thailand. Oh, that's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Even for an American fighter up and coming, you're making $50K. You're like, fuck yeah. So so I was doing PTs and all this, and again, I was working at the gym where like the gym was taking 50% of my PTs and all this.
Which gym?
It was called Art of 8.
Okay.
Back then, and it's pretty fair to take 50%, but then again, at the time, it was like $25 an hour. You know, it was $50 for a PT, $25 for me, minus taxes. I'm making $20. Even back then, I was in a loss. So I was
PT's personal training, obviously.
You know, you hold pads and stuff like I do with Ryan. But at the time, I'm naive. I don't know anything. Even as a world champion, young world champion, the gym, the manager took advantage of me to promote me. Oh, yeah, go ahead, train with Mike LeMaire. We'll charge you this, but we're going to give Mike this. And I didn't know all that. Yeah. You know, and then you know, when I was a world champion and I was still fighting locally sometime at Pachinga Arena in Oceanside, the one time I sold freaking, out of my gym alone, 800 tickets. I was the guy, like, in San Diego. Like, it was sold out all the time, right? So I remember coming with a fucking duffel bag one time with like $24,000 to my promoter. I'm supposed to get 20% of that. I've never saw a dime because my manager and my coach kept it all for them.
What?
I didn't know that. I didn't know. That's an extra $4,000 in my pocket, though. So at the time for my first world title, I'm making $5K. Supposed to be having either 4, so that would be 9, which is, you know, not bad, but nothing great either. Thank you. So anyway, so I didn't switch to really more full-time until I was with Glory Kickboxing, because Glory Kickboxing, my first contract was right away $20K plus. And my contract was like, all right, every other fight, you're going to make an extra $4. So 20, 24, 28,
Oh,
and then
shit.
and then so on till eventually.
And that's a lump sum, right? They're not paying you over a year. They're like,
no, it's a lump sum, but you get it like a month after you fight, which is weird because it's an international wire. I used to have a check or cash the night of. And after Glory Kickboxing fight, you're like, fuck. You look in your bank account after 2 weeks. You're like, yo, where's my money?
You're like, hey, bitch.
I emailed the fucking staff. They're like, yeah, Mike, on big promotion like that, it takes about 3 weeks or a month. I'm like, fuck. Okay, finally you see, like, every day you just log in on your bank account. And then one day you see 28K. You're like, yeah.
You're like, sorry, I went out celebrating my shit.
I'm going to need it advance.
I'm eating ramen noodles over here.
But I'll tell you the truth, man. You usually make more money, at least back then, with sponsorship, if you could find some, so to speak, than the purse. Because even right now in the UFC, if you're an up-and-coming fighter, let's say you 8-1, like, okay? You have potential. You get scouted, you go to the UFC, and the UFC is like, all right, we'll sign this kid for free fights. You know how much they offer to show up?
For the actual UFC fight?
Mm-hmm. A UFC fighter, you think there's a lot of money into it. Go ahead and guess.
I would guess maybe 10, 15.
You're right on the money. I think now it's 12 to show up.
12 grand?
And 12 to win. So you get 24. Hold up. If you live in California, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So 24, how much you get out of that 24?
Yeah.
$12. Yeah.
You
Probably
get
less than
15K.
that. I mean,
So you get 15K, but then you have your training camp. You took 2 weeks off work. You got your massages, your supplements, your manager to pay, the gym. You have to pay your coach. So that 15K becomes maybe 6,000-7,000 roughly. In California, what is that? 2 months for rent or mortgage?
Wow.
yeah.
Like, you understand what it is? You understand how hard it is to be a fighter? People always, oh, you're in the UFC. Like, bro. He's driving a fucking Camry outside.
And
like,
you're probably fighting maybe once or twice a year too, right?
Yeah, I the most I fought 1 year for me in Muay Thai was 8 times because I was like, give me some money because $3,000-$4,000 it won't give me much. I just kept fighting, but I think my first 3 or 4 years of fighting, I make 30 or 40K a year.
Wow.
That was obviously 15 years ago, so it wasn't terrible. You know, to make like $30,000 or $40,000, but it wasn't great either.
Yeah.
Even as a world champion with girls, a lot of times they're like, "Oh, you're a world champion in this. You probably have some money."
Come and polish my belts, baby.
No, I didn't say I didn't, but it sounded like that. Yeah.
That's got to be a fucking a lift out.
That's be a clip for sure. That's awesome. Oh man. So how old are you at this point? Like 25,
My
26?
first world title, I'm 25 or 26. 2013. 26.
Okay, so the story about the 3-layer tournament, and then so that got you on the radar for the world championship later.
Yeah, so 2 different sport.
Yeah,
but because in the U.S. and around the world, my name just went up because of that tournament.
Because you beat the guy. What was his name?
Eddie Walker.
Eddie. Yeah.
Exactly, which was WC champion. So the WCK, which is a promotion in the U.S., probably the oldest and the biggest one in the U.S. for Muay Thai. Promoter calls
What
me.
is WCK? World Championship of Kickboxing?
Exactly. And there you go. So he calls, and I fought with WCK a few times. And after the tournament, he calls my coach. He's like, hey, the title is vacant. So if Mike wants an opportunity, even though he's a young fighter still, only have 5 or 6 fights under my belt in Muay Thai, I'm like, fuck it, let's go. And so...
Nice.
So I go into this 5-round war, and I've never fought 5 rounds before. This 5'9" fat dude, fucking calves like this, legs like that. I just hit him so hard, he just wouldn't move. And he kept putting me on the ropes and giving me shoulder bumps and stomping my toes, which is kind of unorthodox, and just because he was shorter, and then the range was different. And that was my hardest test, I think, by far at that time. But yeah, I was crowned the cruiserweight world champion of the world.
Oh, you still beat him?
Yeah. I know I beat him every round, but he was just a tough guy. I hit him with everything, cracked him.
How did that feel winning that versus winning the 3-round tournament?
I feel like we should be playing Eye of the Tiger right now.
You should in the background when you edit this shit. Maybe you should. Well, first of all, it's two different sport, right? It was, for me, it was like Glory Kickboxing was like not the fame, but it was the biggest thing. It was like the UFC.
Yeah.
And that's really when the money was. But Muay Thai was solely my heart and really what I wanted. And to be crowned a world champion, I mean, I'm always going to remember both times. If I had to pick one, I think I would have to go with the world title, though, because it's like, you can't take that away.
Yeah.
You know, that's like a belt, and it's heavy. You know, I slept with it for like 3 weeks. I had it in my car. I didn't want to leave it. I had it on me like it was a gun. Like I just, it was my baby.
It's got a pocket, like a pocket puss, like taped to it.
It says world champion on it. So it's just like one of those things. Is like, that's what but to go back to my story in Japan, remember the wishes?
Yeah.
So within
first year,
within like 4 months, both came to friction, and so I call it the other eye. Yeah, there's two eyes, and so I still have that figure.
You still have it?
Oh yeah, of course.
Nice. That's
so
cool.
That's a cool story how Japan and so I love Japan for that too. It's just that I've been to Japan 3 times now, but Japan is always going to have that place in my heart. This is why going back to fighting, I kind of want to go to Japan and fight over there because I've never actually fought in Japan. And so
that'd be fucking pretty sweet.
I think that'd be pretty cool at 39.
How weird is it going from Muay Thai to kickboxing?
It's super weird, and that's what the people don't realize is that it looks almost like it's similar, but it's not. The tempo is not.
And do you get like penalized? I can imagine you're thinking
exactly.
You go into that fucking survival mode and like grab some dude in a fucking clinch.
You know your shit. Because I'm an inside fighter. I've always been like on the inside, knees and elbows, very strong. Because those guys are longer than me, heavier. So I'm like, fuck, I don't want to get hit on the outside. I want to get on the inside. I'm faster, bop, bop, boom, right? And so exactly what you just said. Every time I fucking clinch with a guy, the referee's like, stop. And I'm like, what? You're breaking my tempo. And I did Muay Thai, kickboxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, Muay Thai one more time with Lion Fight, which, by the way, you got to put this in the edit. There's a link that I'll send you. It was Fight of the Year in Muay Thai 2015. It's a fucking total banger.
Sweet, yeah.
5 rounds. I'm fucking all cut up. He's cut up. Fucking I almost finished him. We both go to the hospital. Jake Poss, shout out to him.
Nice.
A total banger. And finally, after that, 2015, I never came back to Muay Thai because the money was just way better in kickboxing. And I could have been the guy. You know, you see guys with like 12 belts. And 12 world champions. I could have been that guy if I wanted to go like the Muay Thai route, but I was like, man, like I got bills to pay.
Yeah.
And so instead of going to Muay Thai, and I know a lot of those guys with all those belts, they have no money at all.
Yeah.
And so I went, you know, like the money route, so to speak, and you know, and because it just elevated me. That shit was on TV. I got sponsors because of it, and I got more money.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know, why am I going to fight for $40,000 a year when I can make $40K a fight now?
Yeah. Did you did one more world tournament after that, right?
Yeah, WBC.
Okay.
So 2 titles. I got 3 titles.
Nice. WBC or WCB?
WCK,
sorry.
And I got a WFL 2 that I won in Vegas. It's called an international title, which have a trophy, a badass trophy, like it's a little pyramid, glass pyramid, and it says like international champion. I don't really will call it world title because I never got a belt for it. It's just like it's a beautiful trophy in a case, like, you know.
I got a buddy. He's a leather guy. He could probably whip you up like a belt with this giant pyramid on it.
There you go.
You put the Darth Invader on it?
Yeah. That's a giant dildo.
Yeah.
15 inches? God damn.
Yeah, that's Kevin's contribution to the
wall the wall of fame here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it empty? Or?
No, the thing's still in there. That was actually my gift to Disney, but
wow.
She's gonna disown me. She ever hears this, she'd be like, "What the fuck?"
That she actually listens to the podcast? I know.
No, she hates it.
Yeah.
Because that first thing with the stripper, when you said, is that when you made
like,
Oh no, I have no secrets from my wife. Like,
yeah, no, me neither. Me neither. And
you don't have any secrets from his wife? Like, that's good to know.
Dude, she's actually jumping right now. She's out at Temecula at
doing the horse shit.
Yeah,
jumping.
Nice.
Oh,
I thought at first when you said that, I thought you meant like skydiving. I'm like, it's fucking raining.
God damn.
She's a hard fucking chick, man. Fuck skydiving in the rain.
Yeah, she's jumping horses out of planes. It's wild, bro. Nah, she's at a little tournament right now. I mean, it's a big tournament. She's obsessed with it, bro. Like I'm kind of jealous because like she is so obsessed with horses.
Yeah.
She got into it about like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm a little bit jealous because like I wish I had anything in my life that I was like that obsessed,
that passionate
with.
about.
Right. She's like.
Well, you did for a while. You did for probably 10 years in the teams or 15 years.
Yeah. No,
pretty passionate
great.
about being a team guy, but
yeah,
I'm the same way. I mean, even film shit. I mean, it's fucking weird because you see team guys that get out after like 30 fucking years, and that's like all they've had for 30 fucking years.
And they're lost
it's just
after
like,
that.
what do I do now?
That was me, though.
Yeah.
That was me because the doctors told me to retire. That's what I want to get back to fighting because COVID happened, the pandemic happened. And, at the time, I'm like, what? That's like 2020 when this shit happened, right?
Yeah, 20.
So that's
2020.
already 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like 33. I'm like at the peak of my career.
Yeah, you're still in your prime.
And I finally went down to 170. So I had 5 fights at 170, which I won all of them. So Glory was like, well, in March 2020, we'll give you a title shot. So now I'm like, fuck, I'm going to go be a Glory world champion as well. There's tournament winner. And then, like, there's a world title also for Glory,
right.
And I was, like, going to fight for that. I go to the Philippines with my fiancé now, and we come back, and as soon as we go back in the U.S., the whole country is shutting down with COVID. So that whole year, I'm like, oh, fuck. My contract with Glory expired, right? And I'm like, all right, where is the money really? It's in the UFC, so...
It expired during COVID?
Yeah,
that sucks.
And so, and that's okay. And so, I had a manager that was trying to help me to get in the UFC and network. He's like, looking at my contract with Glory, he's like, oh man, I can make you like 3 or 4 times that amount. I'm talking about like finally like 150, 200K a fight. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, let's go with the UFC because I'm already an established striker. Go to UFC, so I'm training wrestling, and everybody is. I don't know what they're doing during the pandemic, but I'm training. I'm fucking out there on the beach. I'm doing my thing in my garage. I got a couple friends that have a gym with the curtains and all this this, and you just walk in and you train with my coach. We're like we train. Like I didn't skip one beat. I got even better, to be honest, and I'm ready to go. And then one day, I remember I went swimming and I did deadlift, and I go home at night and my elbow, you gotta see my elbow, right? I can't extend it all the way.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I got severe arthritis. So long story short, I go to Mexico first to get some stem cells. They got me shit stem cells for 4K. They didn't do anything. And if anything, I think I got an infection out of it. So long story short.
I had that shit happen to me with my fucking knee.
I get a first surgery on my elbow here in the U.S., and the guy was like, man, I found some pus in your elbow. He's like, what, blah, blah, blah. He's like, did you go to, he's like, don't do me a favor. Don't go to Mexico ever again for stem cells. It's like, you just don't know the source. I'm like, okay. So long story short, when you were talking about, guys coming out of the teams and you feel lost, you hear that as an athlete, right? But, like, you never really truly understand, like, that's who I thought I was. Like, I didn't know anything better. I didn't think about business after. I didn't think about, buying stocks and crypto and fucking Roth IRA or let's invest in fucking real estate. I didn't think about this because I was living it at the time. I was like, I got time.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, I'm like...
Are you focused on the mission?
Like, I remember the day when the doctor told me I'm balling. He's like, I'm sorry, Mike, but like if you keep going, I promise you by 45 years old, we're going to amputate you and then change your arm.
Holy shit.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? And plus it's COVID. So like, how am I supposed to make money now? Monster Energy, my contract dropped. I'm not fighting with Glory anymore. Like everybody, the world is shutting down. We don't know how long is that going to be. And now I'm like, I can't even fucking take a shit. I can't drive. I got like pain. I just got my first surgery, which after 2 months of the surgery, that shit came back. And I'm like, I can't train. literally for 3 years, my life was like, it was tough, man. It was mentally tough. I never really understood what depression was or wanted to believe in it.
Yeah.
But looking back, I was definitely depressed.
So how much of that do you think was just like a loss of identity from like the inability to fight?
So much.
Yeah.
So much.
So what did they find in your fucking elbow?
So I had a bunch of, so I don't have cartilage anymore in the elbow. So it's like bone to bone. So when you have that, right, like arthritis will start to really create. And which happens is you have bone spurs, calcification.
Yeah.
So I have like a bunch of fragments of bone. So you could feel them. And like if I do this, you know what I mean? Or I get kicked, I'm like this. I'm talking about I couldn't shower, I couldn't, do anything for a while. So my second surgery, he went back in there and cleaned it up, removed all the tissue that was inflamed. And after that, I get exosomes a month or two after surgery. Since then, I'm on a knock on wood right now. And I'm praying to the God that it never comes back.
Yeah.
But my surgeon says, hey, I'll be honest with you, you'll probably need this every then and then, especially if you want to keep going training.
Exosomes?
No, like surgery.
Oh, yeah.
But the doctor that gave me exosome is a different doctor.
Yeah.
There's Western medicine. They don't believe in stem cells because they don't make money out of it.
Of course.
And then my other doctor gave me exosome, and since then it's a lot better. Yeah, I can't fully extend it, but
you do any of the BPC 157?
Yeah. I actually work with a peptide company. So
good shout out to those cats.
Yeah, you can plug them, man.
Research Legacy Peptide. They're actually from Miramar.
Oh,
they're around the corner. Yeah,
okay.
And it's a company that is third party tested, right? So they hire a lab to test the purity of the peptides, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, peptides nowadays, you hear peptides, everybody want to do it, but you don't really know.
You don't know what you're getting.
Exactly. That shit could be from China.
Some bacteriostatic water you just injecting into your fucking ass or stomach
and you just spent $100. So this company is legit. I started working with them a couple months ago, and so I sell it a little bit online and retail price, all that stuff. So
dude, so I used to do the bro science shit. Like I was a big fan of bro science, but dude, now. Like, dude, 47 years old. Like, dude, I don't have time to fuck around with shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'll pay more if it's fucking proven shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, there's so many times. Like, first time I ever got stem cells was like 2019, and it was some deal through. There was a bunch of Navy SEALs that were doing this deal down in. I don't know if it was through foundation or whatever, but it was like a. What do you call it?
Group deal?
Yeah.
Foundation?
But whatever the fuck you call it. Like they're going to do this shit and then they're going to fucking die, or they're going to sit in 6 months after, they're going to ask you questions.
Oh, you're part of a survey.
Type shit.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of us went down there, and so they're like, hey, where's your problem areas? We can give you 4 shots. And it was like, it wasn't like a huge fucking needle.
Yeah.
And dude, it was like both knees, both shoulders. And I was in the middle of filming a movie.
Did you try the dick?
No, but I was in the middle of filming a movie, the one where I fell like 30 feet like 4 times. So
shit.
I was like, oh shit, and I think I'd already done that shit to where I'm like, actually no, it was before that. So, anyways, I got that shit done, and dude, for literally like 4 years, dude, my body felt great.
No shit.
Like I was like,
That's
holy
awesome.
fucking shit, this works great. And then I starting to feel my knee again, and even prior to those stem cells, because I've had 8 knee surgeries on my knee from from a fucking parachute jump. I dislocated my knee. I tore my ACL, my PCL, MCL.
Yeah.
Lateral collateral was the only ligament that wasn't fucking torn, but it was strained.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then meniscus was all fucked up and shit. Yeah.
But that's the thing again, the doctors will tell you need a surgery, right?
Yeah.
Because I tore my meniscus twice. I actually healed it with a PRP injection.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Which, by the way...
Protein-rich plasma.
Yeah. I have like literally 11 in my elbow. The thing is, tendonitis, when it started like 15 years ago, tendonitis. You're like, oh, I can't, you know what I mean? If you don't treat it the right way, it will become arthritis, and then becomes what I have, right?
Yeah.
So I have at least 11 in my here, a few in my right one. But I've heard on the podcast that you can actually shoot it in your dick, too.
You can shoot anything in your dick.
I mean, I've never
might not do anything for you,
but I heard that you get major boners, your dick get bigger, and then it also feels better. So now I'm thinking about
Well, dude, what's the thing you got through?
So I did that.
You did the PRP in the dick?
I did that.
What's the company?
So tell me, is it good or no?
Well,
For real.
So here's the. I'll tell you the story.
Hold on, I need some more of this, dude.
This is fun.
Needles and fucking penises, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
was it a guy shooting or a woman?
It was a guy. Yeah,
well, I almost rather a guy because a girl. I don't know if I should be nervous or not. Like,
I was definitely nervous. Some needles going to my dick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit, dude.
So
especially when they have like
where's
really
the
big
injection
hands.
in the head or like?
Oh wow! Let me start at the beginning here.
There you go.
So I'll tell you the story. So I go into the front desk area, and it's super nice. Everything is very well coordinated, and they have this iPad where they're like, "Hey," and the chick sits down with you and is going through the iPad, and they ask you a bunch of questions, right? I wasn't there for that. I wasn't there for specifically PRP. I didn't know it was an option. I was just going through this other stuff.
Wait, what's the name of the place?
Well, let me.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm going through it, and we're going through the iPad, and it's like telling me like,
you got it too, right?
It's asking me questions about medical history and all this stuff and goals and everything. And it comes to a question it's would you like more length and girth? And I'm like, and this chick is sitting right next to me watching me fill this out, and I'm like,
no,
is this saying what I think it's saying? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, does anybody say no to this? I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yes, 2 times. Right. There's 2 boxes.
Yeah. So
twice as much.
Yeah. So I found out about it. And the way they were framing it was that you get, it's PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma. So basically, they take your blood,
centrifuge,
they spin it in like 10 minutes or whatever, then they come back and inject it in your dick.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had some questions about this, obviously, because I'm like, number one, how big is the needle? Is this like a fucking,
it's pretty big,
boba straw going in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is this, what are we talking here?
It's like putting a gauge in your ear, like fucking.
Yeah. Like, how bad do I need this? So they were, and the way they're describing it was going to be an extra like 1.5 to 2 inches in length and girth. I'm like,
no,
bro, hell yeah. I'm like, dude, okay.
Is it really?
I'm like, can I do this multiple times? Like, what? Like, how are we talking?
How much can you gain?
Right.
The Darth Invader.
And I don't care how big your dick is. You always want a little more. I don't care. Not even to fuck a chick with, just to have a scary dick. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That'd be awesome. Just have a scary dick. Like, unzip your pants and chicks just like run out of the room. Like, that would be.
You're like, and it turns it black. Your shit's all black and blue. They're all like, ugh, what the fuck?
So
your cock ring's too tight.
I sign up for it, and they do it, and so there's 3 injections on either side, but it's a little like insulin needle.
Yeah,
And they numb it up so it doesn't hurt. It's a little awkward.
What do they numb it with? Like that spray shit?
Mouth.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know.
Like,
yeah, they slap it with a spoon.
They fucking clap it in.
But honestly, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt at all. There was definitely pressure because they do 3 on the side and then 1 like right in the head.
You got 4 in the
right in the head. Yeah.
Yeah, because what are the veins on each side of your dick? They're called something. It's like a tree trunk. It's like the xylem and the phloem.
Yeah, it did. I don't know about that.
It's like a fucking horseshoe. I've studied this.
Studied
Not
cocks.
really. I looked it up on like.
I'm not surprised you studied cocks, Kevin.
Well,
Well, he is an artist.
cock science.
Yeah.
Go to school for that.
I mean, to fucking properly, diagram some of these things. Just kidding.
It's like Michelangelo. The vein of the dick has got to be just right.
There's no way that vein is proper.
So I go through this, and the injections actually didn't hurt at all. They
Mike's
were
like,
super cool.
what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Everything's good. But the pressure, because it's like there's like 5 syringes of. It's like 5 full syringes that go in. Yeah. So I mean, it's like you walking around with a semi after that. Yeah, but I didn't.
Oh, you had a semi?
I didn't really plan on this, so I'm wearing like cut off sweatpants, and I got to go up to the front desk and like banging against the front desk. I'm like, there's
They
a lot of
like
pressure.
wrapping like a cast or something.
No, they're just like, here you go. It was good. I mean, it was fine.
Do they tell you not to use the penis pump afterwards?
Ooh, man, I should have tried that. I did it.
That threw you for a loop, didn't it? The penis pump.
No, I'm trying to articulate like the end result of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I did it, and it was cool. But what they didn't tell you is that the gains you get are when it's soft. It doesn't.
Really?
It doesn't affect when it's hard. So I'm like,
Who gives a shit then?
right?
About
I'm
when
like,
you're
bro,
soft?
I'm married. I'm not trying
what
to
am
win.
I trying to be a fucking soft dick model?
Right, I'm not trying to win any fucking gray sweatpant
Like I'm a
competitions.
fucking
You know what I
hand
mean?
model.
right.
Yeah, I'm like, and it was. I mean, Disney noticed.
Maybe if you're an underwear model, that'd be cool.
It was impressive. It was impressively bigger when it wasn't hard, but it's hard. But the thing that did actually make a noticeable difference in the full size was HGH. It was enough.
Really?
It was enough of a difference, or Disney actually noticed.
Did you inject your dick with HGH?
No, it just makes everything
Just normal
bigger.
shit.
How long have you been
Dude,
doing this? 'Cause
HGH, it made my hands bigger. So I got a custom wedding ring for our wedding.
Yeah.
And by the time it arrived, it didn't fit. We had to go the day before the wedding and get a whole new wedding ring.
Let me ask you, do you have any side effects on that? Because that's one thing I'm going to do later on for sure is HGH. Because that's how you stay young.
Yeah. So
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
no. Here's the thing. I haven't told anybody this. I didn't tell you. You might know. I don't know if you know. I had a heart attack last weekend.
What?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Right after our session, actually.
Well, fuck.
A heart attack? Like a no-shit heart attack? Or
Because we did Muay Thai? Or?
No. We actually had a mellow session. It wasn't anything.
Okay.
No, it
Is
wasn't.
it because of your daughter?
No, I actually got to talk to her yesterday for the first time.
Okay.
It's different. But no, I had a no shit like actual heart attack. So we did our Muay Thai, and I felt fine.
Is that because of the HGH then?
No, I wasn't sure what it was, and the doctors still aren't sure. But I'll tell you the story of this because there is a lesson learned at the end of this. But yeah, so after our Muay Thai lesson, I felt fine. Went good.
What day was this? Saturday?
Last Saturday, yeah. And I went home, showered, and I had a little bit of tightness in my chest. Didn't feel anything crazy. And you know the symptoms are supposed to be like, oh, your arm hurts or like your jaw hurts or like other things. I didn't feel any of that. I just felt like tightness in my chest, like my heart was cramping. But I'm like, dude, I'm 47 and I'm in decent shape. I'm like, that's
you go hard at the gym sometimes too. You're like,
yeah. I didn't think anything of it. So we went to brunch. So we went and had brunch, and we were just hanging out and having some food. And then I was like, it's kind of uncomfortable, but no, I wasn't really in pain. So we went back home, and I was like, I tried to like switch positions and feel like if I could like move it around, or maybe if I laid on my stomach or like child's pose or whatever, like it would change. It didn't change. It just felt like a constriction, you know?
What's a child's pose?
It's like a yoga pose.
Doggy
like
style with your
on your
arms
hands
out.
and knees.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was trying different positions to see if the pressure would change. And it didn't. So I was like, well, and Disney's like, you got to go to the hospital. I'm like, I'm going to go to the hospital. Whatever. We'll figure this out. You know?
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I'll take a nap. And if I still feel like this after I take a nap, then we'll go to the hospital.
You should have drank more. Probably would have helped.
Honestly, it probably would have helped, actually. Honestly, would have. So, funny enough, yeah.
Just drink through it. Fuck that shit. Heart attack? Fuck that shit. Give me some fucking Buffalo Trace.
So,
shit is good.
The answer to everything.
That is good, actually.
Agreed.
So I went to the hospital. I woke up from the nap, and I'm like, hey, babe, like, you're right. Like, I do feel like it doesn't feel crazy pain. It's like 3 out of 10. It was uncomfortable. It wasn't like actually like super painful. And so I went to the hospital, and they're putting me on this EKG and all this shit.
What hospital do you go to?
Scripps, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of the nice ones.
In PB?
Yeah, Scripps is better than Sharp.
I forget which one we went to.
Or some shit?
We went to the wrong one.
How did you go to the wrong hospital?
Well, it's the one that we don't have insurance for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't go to the ER.
We did, actually.
Oh.
No. So we went to urgent care, but here's where we fucked up. We went to urgent care, and they're like, dude, you're not having a heart attack. Like, you look fine, and your EKG is normal, which is weird. The EKG was totally fine.
Yeah.
and they took blood, and they're like, okay, we'll check it out. The only reason they knew it was a heart attack was that there's some troponin or whatever, some blood marker that only shows up if you have damage to the heart. And it was like 300 times like.
Oh shit!
They were like.
Did it tell you like why?
They still don't know.
So they can draw blood.
That's the scary part about it.
Test your blood and tell you like within 20 minutes or an hour of.
Yeah, so within a few minutes.
Did it put you on medicine then?
Well, it's a whole big process. So I spent like 3 days in the hospital.
Oh wow!
Fuck! Yeah. So I went to urgent care. And then I felt fine. They gave me like some nitro pills and like some Tylenol and shit. So I felt completely fine. But they they called 911 literally, and so I had to get an ambulance.
An ambulance showed up at urgent care.
Full, like boop boop, fucking sirens and shit, like going.
You're gonna pay for that.
Yeah, sure. So we had to go through all
Thanks,
this stuff.
Obama.
And I didn't realize, because I felt fine. I'm like, bro, they're just being dramatic, I didn't think anything of it. It turns out it was like 100% occlusion.
What does that mean?
It means there's no.
Oh, your shit was occluded.
No blood going through at all. Yeah, so I ended up having to get an angiogram, which is where they stick a garden hose up your femoral artery.
Yeah.
And I had to get 2 stents put in.
You had that shit done over the fucking last like 3 days?
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
That's crazy.
God damn, dude.
So you good now?
I'm still working though.
Only 2?
Yeah. And the weird thing is they didn't they opened everything up and they're like, the arteries look good. It's just that there's these 2 little areas where there's what's called plaque. And they're really fucked up.
Yeah. So it
was weird, man.
Yeah, no.
And they didn't know what it was.
And it's in your fucking heart?
Yeah. So I got 2 stents in there now.
So they say that, like athletes, people consider them like healthy. But people that do like me, for example, a shit ton of cardio their whole life, there's plaque that forms in the fucking artery.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Huh. Look it up. That's a real thing.
So I ain't got no fucking problem with that then. I don't do any cardio.
It's inflammation of the heart, bro. It's just like, so it does messes with your heart. So when you're like an athlete who you've been working out for a long, long time, you have like plaque deposit.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I eat pretty well. Yeah. So I think when I first rode into the hospital, dude, they for sure thought I was like some fucking crackhead or like, you're just doing coke all night, bro. Like, come on, like for real. And then as I was there a couple days and they did all the tests, they're like, hey, we really don't fucking know. So they blamed it on, or they think it's genetic, but nobody in my family on either side has any history of that. So
that's fucking crazy.
So
dude.
I thought it was the HGH because I was doing super low dose TRT. But the HGH that I'm doing is also really low dose. So I'm like, I don't know what it is until I went to the TRT doctor a couple days ago. And he's like, what else are you doing? And, hey, I'm doing aromatase inhibitors. So I'm doing TRT, but I'm also doing
Novadex,
anti-estrogen and estrogen blocker. Okay. So it turns out it's the aromatase inhibitor that was linked to a lot of we don't know for sure, obviously, but everything else included. That's
so. How much do you take? How much you take a week
of test?
No, Novadex or aromatase inhibitor.
So when I had a prescription for it, I was doing 3 1 milligram pills a week, which is a lot. I put it down to 2 1 milligram pills a week, and apparently that's still way too much.
Dude, I take a half.
Yeah,
I take a half. How old are you?
51.
You 51 years old?
Yeah.
Is that why you guys look so young? Because of AGH?
Honestly, I think the HGH helps a lot.
No, it is because
I'm gonna get back on it.
The only people that I know on AGH, like I have like a client who's like bro, like 66 or 67. He looks like he's like
63.
He looks like he's 50, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dude, HGH is magic.
I've been in the sun my whole life because I'm a suffer friend. I got. Like, you guys look younger than me.
I haven't taken HGH in a long time.
I
only take TRT.
Can you cycle HGH? Or is this because TRT, once you're on it, you kind of have to be on it, right?
Yeah, I'm only doing like my specific stuff. So if anybody's interested in this, I would say, hey, if you have an aromatase inhibitor, mine was an anastrozole. So
that's what I take too.
Yeah. So if you're on that,
which
and
is
you're doing
the same shit as I think it's Novadex. Or
so Novadex is Clomid. So Clomid's different.
Clomid. Yeah, that is different. Yep.
Yeah,
I misspoke.
So it's
cut that shit out.
Yeah. So AI, aromatase inhibitor, specifically anastrozole. We do think all the doctors I talked to. I just talked to another doctor today. We kind of think the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that we can come up with that might even be remotely close to tied to any other reason.
So let's say you remove it, then your estrogen levels goes up. Then what?
So I'm not doing any of that anymore. And so when I did talk to the TRT doctor about it, he's like, dude, just literally like put some fucking crumbs on it and put it on your gums. Like, don't do a full fucking tab. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
So he's like very, very averse to that.
Like cocaine, you know?
So what is he saying
put it on the gum and not sniff it?
What is he saying from that shit that is inhibiting your estrogen? He's saying that's what he thinks causes buildup of plaque.
So where I fucked up was
He's 51 years old.
I know, right?
I wasn't going through them for that prescription. I was still going through black market for that prescription.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's why they didn't even know I was on it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not on them. I was just still doing like bro science shit, basically.
Yeah. You're trying to fucking diagnose your own shit, which
exactly.
What age?
You're team guy in it. You're doing the Draeger math on the motherfucker.
What age did you guys like start doing this? Because I'll tell you my opinion on it. Like, I've never touched anything, right, at 39. I've always thought about it. The reason why I didn't is because I compete and I got tested.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually fought two guys that got tested positive for fucking, what's the name of the stores? Deca and,
Deca's great.
And Winstrol.
Yeah, Winstrol's great too. Yeah.
So I appealed the decision. Listen, I've only had 3 losses in my career. And, you know, two of them guys tested. Like, if you compete, don't fucking take steroids.
No,
That's
for
cheating.
sure, 100%.
That's cheating.
It is cheating because it fucking
cheating.
works, bro. It works
cheating.
really
like,
good.
Look, I'm a fucking animal. Like, I'm a freak of nature. Like, put me on fucking steroids or TRT, I'll fucking fuck anybody.
You're gonna really be a freak.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so for me, like, in that aspect of like high level competition, I'm not about it. If you're on the outside and you're 40 years old or 38, whatever, you've been lifting and working out for a long time, and you go get good blood work and you got low tests and you tried everything, by all means, get on TRT and do what you got to do.
I'm not competing against anybody.
But what I'm saying is, I have students
competing against myself.
Yeah,
exactly.
But some of my students are 24 years old and fucking on TRT, bro.
No, they don't need TRT, bro.
They don't, and that's why like
they need Deca.
Yeah, you good that guy at 24.
Yeah.
All right. You've been lifting for 2 years. Go ahead.
Don't listen to me. I had a heart attack at 47. So
yeah. Well, dude, the thing I was gonna say is Mo had the same shit. Mo has this hereditary. You know, Mike Moriarty.
Yeah.
He's been on the show.
Yeah.
He had
I'm kind of buzzed, by the way, now.
Are you?
Perfect.
Fuck yeah, dog.
I'm taking the night off.
We'll get you a fucking Uber
work.
home.
Oh, my God.
We're just getting started now.
This is fun, man.
We're going to clap back
more often.
Yeah, no
this
shit,
is fucking
dude.
great.
So Mo, he's habitually been, because of hereditary shit, he's been on blood pressure medication for fucking ever. And because like Mo and I, we retired right about the same time. We've kind of been like, he was in the team still a little bit after me, but he came in the Navy and right about the same time as I did and stuff. And but I guess he'd been on blood pressure meds. So when he punched out and then he went to GRS and he was, they give you all these medical checks and shit, and like he was good to go. Well, I can't remember what year it was. He was in fucking northern Iraq, like Erbil. Same shit. He was like, oh, fuck. He's like, just like tightness in his chest.
Yeah.
Exactly what you're talking about. And he's like, not painful, but like,
really hurts.
Yeah,
just uncomfortable.
he goes, and he was like, he would cough and it would kind of alleviate his pain. He'd be like, and he was like, fuck, man. He's like, almost like, and he was taking like Tums because he thought, he's like, fuck, maybe it's like a heartburn or some shit.
You can mistake it for heartburn.
Yeah, indigestion.
Yeah.
And so finally he goes and wakes up the fucking medic. He's like, hey man, like I've had fucking like pressure on my chest, and dude, Mo's not fat. You're not overweight. Like he eats good. You eat good. The same fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's where he's just like, dude, this is fucking crazy. Same shit. They fucking ran an EKG, and they're like, bro, they had to medevac him to Jordan, private plane, medevaced him, and then he had 4 stents.
Fuck, man.
And he was probably, well, shit, he's 51 now, or 50.
Scary.
He either just turned, whatever his fucking, he's the same age as me.
Yeah.
So he's either 50, 51, or 52. We're like right there. And, yeah, they fucking put 4 stents in, and then he had to hang out in Jordan to make sure he didn't like throw a clot or some shit. Yeah. He hung out in Jordan with, I'm trying to remember the dude's name, team guy that was there working. I'm trying to remember the guy's name, Nick Tita. So Nick Tita was in Jordan on some like State Department contract. So he hung out there and like put him in contact and shit. And then Mo, like, I want to say they flew him back to the States, and then everything was good. And then all of a sudden, the State Department, through GRS, they denied his claim. They're like, yeah, you've been on blood pressure meds. He's all, fuck you. You cleared me. You knew what I was fucking taking. And so literally he had to sue those motherfuckers.
Oh, shit.
So he did. He sued them and won and got a, I don't know.
Sent him out of settlement.
They fucking paid for his medical shit.
Good
But
for
I'm
him.
like, dude, first of all, the amount of stress that you go through over there for the fucking government or State Department, whoever the fuck to go, oh, you had a fucking heart attack over there and you were on blood pressure meds, even though we fucking knew you're on shit, but yet we're not going to pay for your claim.
At least he won, though.
Well, yeah, but the fucking balls for these motherfuckers to do that shit. And you're like, dude, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that's wild, dude.
Fucking assholes.
But that's why I think.
And then I want to piss away $3 million on fucking tranny fucking education in Sudan. Like, let's just piss this money away.
It's crazy the shit they're doing.
You're like, you fucking assholes.
I almost enrolled in the SEALs. I really wanted to. Like, because my cousin was a Marine on my American side of the family. He got blown out, though. He got full disability in Iraq.
Oh, he got blown up? Mm-hmm. Where at? Cool. Oh, in Iraq.
Iraq.
Fuck, dude.
2006 or 7. So I went to Hawaii in 2006, right? And my roommate at the time was from South Carolina, and he enrolled. And so I'm French-American, so I have the ability to do both.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
But I talked to recruiters, and they were like, well, you have to choose. You either want to be American or French. I just didn't want to give up, both my passports.
I'm the same way, because I was born in Greece. When I joined the military, I had to...
Yeah, you choose, right?
To denounce... Greek. I had the ability to have Greek citizenship. Well, they said I had Greek citizenship because I was born there.
Yeah, you do.
And had I,
if your parents,
I fucking known pre 2005, if you were born in Greece, I could have got a passport from Greece.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But after 2005, because the economy fucking tanked.
Well, so hold on. You were born in Greece but grew up in the U.S.
Both my parents are American, but my dad was in the Army.
Okay.
So that's why we were there. So neither one of my family was Greek, but because I was born there.
But usually military families, though, the fact that you were born in a different country, usually you are able to get a passport.
Yeah.
So for me, I just didn't want to give it up.
Yeah.
But being a Navy SEAL was always I'm a fighter.
Well, that's why I was asking if you could swim and all that shit, because, dude, that was the same fucking shit,
I'm telling you, when I fucking moved to San Diego, I was like, I want to be a fucking Navy. Like, that's what I want to do. I just also didn't understand all the advantages that you have with signing up with the military, like the VA loan and all this, and also all the downside that you have enlisting.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Because, like, France, I know military in France, it's not as a country compared to the U.S. The USA is by far the biggest patriotic country when it comes to military.
Yeah.
Like, we talk shit about the VA, right?
Yep.
But in no other country in the world where people respect and salute their military.
Yeah.
Like, you can be military in France, people don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's sad. You could be English, There's only a few countries in the world where, like, I respect you for your service. You know how many times I walk the street and people are like, I thank you for your service. I'm not even military, but I look like it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wearing like whatever, like, oh, I have like buzzed hair like in my 20s, and people are like, I got old fucking, and I'm like this, like literally all the time. And I feel like almost like a con artist, but I play the role. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love it. I've always wanted to be a little bit of military. I don't think there's a man on earth that does it. You know, and so I grew up with, like, again, both nationalities and learning how the history of the U.S. Army, the Marines, the Navy comes about, you know, and one of my cousin is highly in the U.S. Navy. I mean, he's like, I could give him a status.
Looks like a Mexican general.
Tom LeClaire. He's been in the Navy for over 35 years.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah, he's like one of the highest rank. He's, I don't
Admiral?
know. Yeah, he's an admiral.
Yeah,
actually.
if he's been in over 30, typically.
He's actually an admiral, and he just got like a huge party that my dad went to. Like, it's a huge thing. So anyway, I come from a military background a little bit as well, you know, and so I've always wanted to be a Navy SEAL. That was always my shit.
Well, 2-time world champion is not bad, bro.
I know. It's you know, it's different. It's just like you know, Jocko, obviously.
Yeah.
I went to his seminar in Vegas a few years ago, and he invited me. Everything was paid for, flight, all that. I think I'm a badass. You know.
You are a badass.
I am.
Yeah.
You know, I have a CCW. I have my permit. I carry a gun because I got shot at 3 times before. And I'm not dead. But compared to people that actually lived war and been in combat, fighting is a joke.
Well, I mean,
it's different.
It's just different, man.
Can you relate? Yes, absolutely. I've been in on the street, people shooting at me. It's different, man. Like, you have to actually physically fucking draw your weapon and shoot on a motherfucker back. Like, I've been in an environment, and so the stories that I heard in that seminar from people, like, 2 legs blown off.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know, my cousin told me some fucking stories, like, you know, like, things like this, and I'm like, I got so much respect for the military that it's, like, part of me, like, wanna be, you know, military, so to speak. I know what I'm doing, what I've done in my life is badass, and maybe somebody like you guys or somebody that served 6 tours over there, Iraq, whatever you want, you know, Afghanistan, and came back, they want to be me. It's a mutual respect.
Yeah, totally, man. I mean, I think it's that old saying, like, real recognizes real.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is what it is, dude.
Exactly.
And like, I was a Navy SEAL, but I never got to go to war.
Yeah.
I never got to do anything.
Well, because of the time frame.
You've been shot at way more times than I have.
You know, I got shot out here in San Diego too.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Being shot at is definitely like, it's kind of amazing how quick it pisses you off. You're like, what the fuck? Especially in a war zone, you're like, these guys fucking shoot at us?
Yeah, but in a war zone, at least you expect it.
Yeah,
I got shot out here in my Uber.
No, fuck that shit, dude.
All right, well, you guys want to take a break and then we'll come back with that story?
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So it's June 27th, 2002.
Oh, shit.
All right, so my birthday is June 24th. I go to Napa Valley with my fiancée now, my girlfriend at the time.
Damn, you've known her since 2002?
No. Oh, did I say 2?
2022.
2022.
Okay, I thought you said 2002, or maybe, am I fucked up?
I don't know.
Yeah. it might be this Buffalo Trees.
So it's 2022. I'm pretty much sure it's about, 2022, 3, right after pandemic. We go to Napa Valley. I got a membership at some wineries, whatever. We go there. We come back. And we get in the Uber. All right, so the airport is downtown area, whatever. I live in Coloma Mesa Boulevard-ish area, which is like a 12-minute drive, right? Not that far. We get in the Uber, we get on the exit, the 5 freeway.
Yep.
Balboa East exit. Right on the, you have that gym called The Gym on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get at the red light on this, right? There's this little fucking Toyota Camry, whatever the fuck, 1996. And it's red light. We're right behind in the Uber. It goes green. Right? And my Uber driver is from Afghanistan.
Weird.
I found out later. I didn't know it then. But, he's brown skin, whatever. And obviously, his English is a second language, all that. He honks politely at the car. No, actually, it was really like he was like, just
like, hey, light screen, be nice.
Get off your phone, whatever.
I never honk nice.
I honk at everybody.
I don't honk anymore. So there's an arm that comes out and be like this, right? So the Uber driver is like, okay, I proceed, goes next door, right?
He goes in the other lane. Goes around.
He goes right next to him. Yeah, on the other lane, on the right side. Right?
Oh, okay.
And so it's making a right. Oh, we are right here. The car is right here. We're right here. All right. The window pulls down. I hate to fucking play the fucking color card here, but I see a black arm comes out, and I know pistols, and I'm like, oh, that looks like a 45.
Holy shit! Just start shooting at the
Bro,
fucking car.
I'm seeing the
just
fucking,
from a fucking honk.
I'm seeing the fucking teeth.
He's got a grill and everything.
Just because we honked.
Oh my god!
And I see the fucking gun open up, and my girlfriend Michelle. So it's me, the driver, and my fiance now, but my girlfriend at the time in the back.
So she's on the driver's side. You're on the passenger side in the back.
No, I'm in the front.
Oh, you're in the front.
You're the driver.
Yep,
I'm
you're
here.
a passenger.
Michelle
she's
is right
behind
here,
you.
right? And like the guys are like right here.
Oh,
and I
fuck,
see the
dude.
window rolling down, and I see the fucking gun, and I go like that right away. So they retrieve a bullet of the 45, like because it got shot in the car on the windshield from the inside, because your window was down.
Yeah.
And it got stuck somewhere in the car. They
like that
retrieved
fucking headliner or some
bullet.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was like literally like 12 inches from the.
How many times they shoot?
Well, they shot 3 times, but what I heard, but only one. Because here's the thing: he was from like Afghanistan. That's the whole point. As soon as I heard the gunshot, what I did was I pressed on his fucking pedal. But he also did.
Yeah.
And he was in a Prius.
Oh,
but
Jesus.
But luckily,
So it took 17 minutes for him to get up to speed.
But luckily, they had a fucking shitty 1996 fucking Camry or some shit, right? So I had
What
Michelle
the
in the back, my
fuck,
girl,
dude?
bro. She's fucking like, oh my God, is it fireworks? And I'm like,
No, not today.
no. And I'm like, go, 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 go. And me and him, we both understood like what the mission was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he just takes off. And motherfuckers, those guys were on Balboa Avenue.
They got behind you?
Bro, they're shooting behind. I'm turning around and I'm like, Michelle, like my girl, like lay down, and Michelle is fucking crying because now she realized what's going on. We're getting chased.
No shit.
By fucking, we didn't know, but gang members trying to fucking finish the mission.
Wow.
And like, bro, I'm coming back from my birthday trip in San Diego, in my neighborhood. Okay, so listen to this.
Wow.
I'm on Balboa Avenue going up, getting chased. She's fucking going crazy. I'm telling this motherfucker, he's making some prayer in Arabic language. He's going, he didn't give a fuck, the red lights. I'm like, make a left. He fucking going 80 miles an hour. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't slow down.
Smart dude.
He was a
got
medic during the invasion of the U.S. Troops
No shit.
in
Wow.
Afghanistan. He saved my life. I gave him $400 that night because he saved my life and my girl's life,
Yeah,
right?
no shit.
So anyway, we're on Balboa Avenue.
Serpentine!
I'm calling 911 and I tell them what's going on. We're getting shot at. I'm getting pursued. 3972 Ikuchi Avenue. I live fucking 3 minutes away. I'm fucking gonna gun up. Like, I got guns at my house. I got a shotgun, right? And then I got a 245s, 3 9mm, whatever.
No 357 Magnums.
Not yet. Not yet. Too slow anyway. I would never use that fucker. Miss.
Yeah, all right.
So anyway, we get to my house, man.
Were those
like-
fuckers still behind you?
No, so thank God, the Uber driver lost them.
Yeah.
I wanted the red lights because he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He went through like traffic, other cars are coming like, man, he didn't give a fuck.
Fucking smart.
But I'm on the phone with them. I tell them my address. I tell them I have a gun and all this.
Yeah.
Bro, as soon as we park in front of my house, we run in. Michelle go hides in the room. I take my shotgun. All right, I take a fucking my 9mm. I give him like a 40 or whatever the handgun that I have.
You just arm the Uber guy.
Oh, the Uber guy is still there.
He comes in the house with me.
Yeah.
So I give him one of my 40, 45 or 9mm. I don't remember which handgun I give him. Yeah. But this motherfucker
He's on the team now, bro.
This motherfucker goes like
press check.
He checks. Okay, it's good. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, you know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
We go outside and we stand because I'm thinking those guys are going to come. I swear to God, and I'm impressed with this, within 3 or 4 minutes, there's 2 helicopters in the air.
Wow.
Nice.
And there's 5 fucking cars, 5 of them fucking just and driving through my house.
Did you guys get the... Did he have a dash cam or anything?
So, okay, let me tell you this, which is fucking crazy, right? I'm talking to the detective in charge. I'm telling him the whole story. He's like, dude, like, you have to understand. Like, also, me as a Muay Thai coach, I know a lot of FBI, DEA, CIA, U.S. Marshals.
Yeah.
Like, I've been around that for a long time. So I have access. And so the detective is like San Diego right now is hot. Like, and what you probably experienced is called a gang initiation, where I was like, he's like, okay, maybe you could be a public figure, like an athlete, somebody's like jealous, whatever they want to. I was like, no, like, well, I never crossed bridges. It's like gang initiation. Once you shoot, you got to finish.
Yeah.
So that's probably what happened. He's like...
And it's like targets of opportunity, too. These motherfuckers just drive around the fucking city. Somebody fucking provokes them, like,
that's
with
right.
a honk.
That's right. Wrong time, wrong place.
You're like...
Yeah.
Wrong time, wrong place. But you got to understand, like, my life was on the line.
Yeah.
Like, I have nowhere to defend myself, and I have my girl in the back. That's a trauma. Like for me, I'm still traumatized about it, because it's like... The me wants to get out of the car and fuck you up physically because I can.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't have a weapon, even though back then I was carrying every single day without my CCW because I've been shot at before.
Yeah.
So break the law. I don't give a fuck. If I have to choose between my life and yours, I will break the law 10 times.
Well, that's the fucked up thing about California laws is, at least at the time, and again, like we've had this discussion about, ask 3 different fucking cops the same fucking law, the same fucking shit, and you're going to get 3 different fucking answers. But what I was told, so because I was a reserve cop in New Mexico, 2012 to like 20, whenever the fuck it folded, like probably like 2018, 2017, I used to carry all the fucking time because I was a reserve cop, and I had this HR 218, which gave you...
New Mexico is in the law. You can, though?
Yeah. If you're deputized in any 50 states as a cop, you can carry in any of the 50 states, but you just have to understand the law. So, like, for example, if you fly into fucking New York, you can only have a 10-round fucking magazine in your fucking
New
shit.
York.
Yeah.
Fuck New York.
Yeah. Or fucking San Diego. They're like, yeah, you only have, or California, you only have 10-round mag, or
10
15, 12-round, whatever the fuck. So you kind of have to understand the fucking laws, but the fucked up thing about that is, having that ability to conceal carry, and even if you don't have a concealed carry license, back then, what I was told, like when I first punched out of the fucking teams, was like, even if you're carrying and you get rolled up by the cops, it's not even a fucking felony. Like, if you have a fucking firearm and you're carrying concealed, it's a misdemeanor.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck does that make any goddamn sense, dude?
I think it's both, because I have a friend in LA, and it's all over the news, by the way. I ain't going to mention no name, but got money, and you got 2 dudes in a ski mask. He's got a property in LA.
Yeah.
He's got his wife and kids in his property. It's like 11 p.m. on a Saturday, right? They follow him because he's got a nice car. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
If you fucking roll a Rolex or something like this in LA, they'll follow you for nothing.
Yeah.
They pull up to his crib, right? They have guns on him. He's about to open his fucking front door to go to inside his house. He hear them shouting. There's a whole fucking thing on the internet. But
I've seen this.
He's got his piece right here. Okay, so you know who I'm talking about because he's a friend of my fiance.
Yeah.
Turns around and fucking starts shooting at those motherfuckers. He got his CCW retrieved. He didn't go to jail. It's not a felony. But he got penalized for the simple fact that somebody entered your property. Who knows what could have happened?
They come rolling up on him, and he fucking returned fire.
This is why I get mad on the Second Amendment. It's just bro, until you've been in that position, I'm not talking about war. I'm not talking about military. I'm talking about every single day people like me.
Yeah.
When this shit happens. I hate when motherfuckers are like, oh, well, guns are the issue in the U.S. Motherfucker, go to London. Cops have no fucking guns.
Yeah.
In
You're
London,
like a little bat.
In London, England, believe it or not, is one of the most targeted by Al-Qaeda, all those fucking, Middle Eastern people that want to just bomb everybody in the world. London has no guns to cops.
Yeah,
You've been to London not long ago. They have a booth every mile or a kilometer where they can access a weapon. They have no access to a weapon. How are you supposed to fucking defend the public?
Do they have access to weapons every couple of miles?
Yes.
What do they have, like a lockbox or some shit?
Yes. In London, they have the cops.
I didn't know that.
France is different. Right, they do, but in London, they literally have the cops in the city cannot walk around with a weapon.
Dude, that's so fucking
Isn't
stupid.
it crazy?
That wouldn't work in America, bro. They would just get fucking steamrolled, man. You need the threat of violence.
Yeah.
And I hate to, play the Second Amendment, but the U.S., first of all, when people say, oh, we have to get rid of the weapons, it will never happen because of the culture of the U.S.
Yeah, it's too deep, man.
It's too deep.
Mathematically, you can't do it. It's a non-starter.
I mean, it's the Second Amendment. You have to listen. What I tell my argument is until you've been in that position where you really need a weapon, then you don't know. Because all those people that say, "Oh, well, the guns are the problem," I get it. Should there be more okay, California is already you have 10 days before you can get a weapon. It's not even full automatic and all this. All those rules I kind of understand, right? Should it be more regulation on the health issues of somebody applying for a weapon? Absolutely. Do all the rules you want. Yeah. But eliminating guns is not the issue. Because in the U.S., if you take guns away, think about it. The black market...
Yeah, it's like drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's make drugs illegal. They're
exactly.
Right.
Well, that's why they say cocaine.
That works so well.
Cocaine and ecstasy should almost be legal because it's weed was illegal.
Weed was illegal for fucking years. Even now, it's you get pulled over with an ounce of fucking shit. It's
I bet you Trump does cocaine and ecstasy once in a while. I bet you. This motherfucker.
He's got a busy schedule,
They were saying that cat was running on Adderall. That's what kept him. They say he doesn't drink.
But that's a fact.
I mean,
how can you be a president of the United States
in your 70s?
16 hours a
He's almost 80,
day.
Right? How old is he? 78?
Bro, I would need multiple naps if I was doing that schedule.
I'm just kidding.
Come on, man.
I need a nap in my schedule, bro.
Yeah, no shit.
That's
dude.
what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Could you imagine though? 79 years old.
Dang.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
Trump is 79. He's definitely doing some AGH a little bit.
Yeah.
And his wife is looking pretty well.
Oh, she's
30. No, I'm just kidding.
Was she Russian?
She's Ukrainian, I think, right?
Of course she is.
She's super hot.
I don't know where she's from, actually.
Hey, good for him.
Hey, Jamie, look it up.
Jamie.
Start doing the Jamie thing. Jamie Vernon. About to do hey, Coda, look it up.
We got to get our own hashtag.
So anyway, we got to get a fucking TV up here. We fucking start putting our fucking shit.
Going back to that story, though. So I got shot at, right? Mm-hmm. I go back the next day at the intersection, and I'm like, there's cameras on top.
Yeah, did they ever catch the guy? Or
That's what I'm getting to. I'm getting in touch with the detective. No answer. Like literally 3 months. As the PD left me hanging, like no follow-up. Oh, you got shot at. You know what the fucking law is in California? Unless you get killed, the cops, as the PD, has no access to the camera at the intersection.
What?
So they couldn't fucking figure it out, the license plate or who the fuck it was.
How the fuck do they not have any
That's
access?
What I fucking
the
mean.
access is literally Caltrans.
But you got two helicopters in the fucking valley of Claremont.
That's crazy,
You have
dude.
5 fucking cars, but you fucking can't tell me. So, again.
And then some cop pulled me over for getting in the left turn lane too early. Like, you motherfuckers, dude.
So my boy is a sheriff. Is
left turn lane, yeah.
My boy is in the sheriff department. He's the one that sent me the report that I was gonna got shot at. That they couldn't access to the fucking camera, blah 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 blah, and all this shit. And it was gang initiation or whatever the fuck. So I let it go. But to be honest, I didn't get my CCW for like 9 months. I got the police report. I applied for it. Of course, there was like, all right, it shouldn't be a problem. But for 9 months, I didn't wait. I had my gun all the time.
Yeah.
Restaurants, Starbucks, you fucking name it. And I trained for 6 months. One of my student was in the police force, in San Diego. And I took a class that basically teaches you what are your rights if somebody comes into your house. Mm-hmm. So I've learned that if somebody comes with a knife...
Well, speak to that, though. What are your rights? Because even I don't know.
So I'm gonna tell you what I've learned, and always double check what I'm about to say.
Which that would be, not to cut you off, but that would be another cool thing to have somebody, a PD or somebody come on.
I can send you my boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
To just speak to that, because I've thought about that shit so many times where I don't know if you watch any of those like.
Well, that happened to my wife's cousin, actually, in L.A. I'll tell you that story after.
Yeah, but videos.
There's so many stories.
You like watch these fucking videos. There's so much. And here's the fucked up thing. Like, there's so much information out there, whether it be social media or I guess it's all social media.
Yeah.
Fucking YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. But there's so much stuff out there to where, first of all, it blows my mind when you see these like First Amendment auditors, like these dudes that are in public filming, and you have people that first of all, they fucking lose their mind over people filming in public. And we're like, okay, well, I'm filming in public, like. And there's a Tesla goes by that has like 9 fucking cameras on it, and you're like, you literally have no problem with that.
I just assume I'm being filmed every time I go out in public.
You
literally,
you are. Nowadays, you are.
Yeah. So
unless you're in a '96 Corolla, then you're.
But I mean, fuck yeah. But I mean, and then you have fucking dudes that
you would figure that you are, but
yeah, and then having people do whatever the fuck. Like cops always have a fucking chest or a body cam and then a dash cam, and like, oh yeah, I don't want to go into the whole fucking elaborate fucking shit of cops doing whatnot and whatever, because like even body cams were fairly new within the last 10 years of like, hey,
definitely,
you guys need to wear that shit.
Definitely.
And they're relevant. It makes sense.
The technology, this has probably saved a lot of fucking people, or at least
and save careers too.
Exactly.
People fucking lie about shit all the time. The cops like, nope, I got it on camera.
And actually fuck people over because you got a dude
it's
that's
both
like,
sides for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
that's the way it should be. Like,
100%.
1,000%.
Listen, it should have been like that in the 90s. Mm-hmm. It should be like that every day. As a citizen, you have your rights, and as a cop. But when you pull somebody over and you have suspicion and you trust your instinct, you should, because motherfuckers are up to no good. If I was a cop, okay, if this is on camera and I'm ever a cop, listen, I'm shooting before you fucking draw your
microphone there.
There you go.
Yeah, if I was a cop, I'm drawing before you can even make a move. My life is on the line. Just like I said, like I got shot at.
It'd be hard to be a cop,
Thanks,
man.
sir.
It is hard. It's hard.
That's one of the hardest jobs
nowadays,
in the world.
it's even, you have so much pressure because you have your body cam. You have to report to people. You have social media on the line that is like...
Everybody's mad at you. Nobody's on your side.
Why is people against cops? I don't get it. Yes, there's pieces of shit out there, cops. But that represent what, like 10% maybe?
Well, I've had my own negative interaction with the cops, but it's always like it's just their own personal fucking bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
It's never because they're a bad person. They're just like... They're just trying to do their power trip, whatever.
Yeah, it's a power.
Fine. It's whatever.
That's any profession.
I just got to deal with it.
That's any
what
profession.
It is. Yeah.
I had the same thing at custom.
And that's
exactly.
and I think that's the, shit, I was a reserve cop for like 7 fucking years, and I got, lots of really good friends, like, as you do, SDPD, SD sheriffs, tons of fucking great fucking guys. And I don't think it's not necessarily any of those guys that are. No guy wakes up in the morning and is like, you know what? I'm going to infringe on this motherfucker's rights. But I think it's that shit that it fucking creeps up on you. You got a guy who's doing something, and then the shit. It's almost like when we're in buds, dude, and you have like that training creep. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you have a group of instructors, and we're like going, hey, yeah, like. You're hammering a fucking bunch of students or a group of students, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you know what? They're doing push-ups. Fuck it. Let's make them run berm sprints. Oh, like, hey, fuck it. Let's run, and then the shit keeps going and going and going. Yeah. I think it's the same type of shit.
Probably.
To where you have the same type of shit with law enforcement.
We should have some cops on to discuss this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I got a bunch.
I think
FBI, CIA, whatever you want.
I think, too, a big piece of it is probably that I feel bad for the cops because it's a
it's a fucking
job,
thankless endeavor, man.
But
it's
you also
thankless.
gotta understand that like they're dealing with the biggest pieces of shit in society on a daily fucking basis, man.
Especially in California, 40 million people.
Right. So you gotta understand like they're like and every human is really good at adapting, and you adapt to the patterns that you see.
Yeah.
So if you're a cop and you see a pattern of like, hey, everybody's a piece of shit, it's got to be really hard not to just be like every interaction you have is just like fuck you immediately.
Yeah, walk up to some guy and go, okay, which fucking piece of shit are you gonna be?
Right, exactly.
So how much does a cop? Okay, California might be different. How much does a cop in South Dakota makes a year?
Dude, do
you know?
I think all cops should make a couple $100,000, bro. Like, they really should.
$100,000?
No. What I'm saying is, I think cops should probably make 2 to 3 times what they're already making.
I agree. So it's like defunding the fucking public education of the cops is the fucking retardest thing that I've ever heard.
Pay them more and get great people.
That's what I mean. Yeah. It's just like the percentage of
you hit the fucking nail on the head right there,
right? The percentage of shitty cops is very low. Is there shitty cops? Is there racist cops? Yeah, of course. But is there racist fucking teachers? Of course. It's going to be all the umbrella is the fucking same. But if you actually pay the people what they are worth and what they're supposed to be, society will be a better place. I strongly believe in that.
And that's the fucked up thing. Like, I think even like Jocko was saying the shit on his show where he was going, dude, no, don't defund. Fund. So give these guys more. And I had this discussion with guys that
This is crazy, dude. This is insane to me that you would defund the public service like firefighters,
liberals don't really think ahead.
Teachers.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what the fuck is going on?
No,
dude?
I've had discussions with guys where literally it's like cops in San Diego get less training, less repetitions, less everything than fucking team guys. So SEALs, we're doing the same shit. Granted, we're training to go down range to fucking crush balls, but dude, we're training for 2 fucking years to do 6 months of fucking work. Typically, cops are training like 1 or 2 times a fucking year. And by training, I'm saying going to the range and like fucking, moving, and I could be pulling that out of my ass. This is shit that I've talked to and heard from certain guys. Maybe it's SO, maybe it's SDPD, maybe it's, maybe the shit's not 100% accurate.
Yeah, they're not training as much as they should be.
They're not training months. They're training like a couple days out of weeks, but then they go downrange literally every fucking day. They're like, okay.
Right.
And they're, instead of setting these guys up for success and going, hey, let's do a fucking role-playing exercise, which we used to do with all our ASO guys. Like we would fucking take all our ASO level 2 guys, and they literally built a fucking bar and built classrooms and they literally built essentially fucking sets, Oh, no more. I'm just kidding.
I'm skinny, bro.
Just kidding.
But we're not going to run out of alcohol.
Yeah.
Sure, we got more, right?
Yeah. Oh, we got plenty.
But literally, we would build these fucking sets down at the stick. And when I was at the Jump Master course, they're like, hey, can you come in and be a role player? Mm-hmm. And then they would bring the ASO guys in. And they were like, hey, and this is guys that we train to do shit overseas and go to, they're not spies, but they're essentially trying to figure out
role players.
They're trying to bring these guys in as sources. So if I go into the fucking Philippines and I'm at a bar, I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Cheers. And I happen to speak Tagalog and I start speaking to you, and so that's the type of shit that they kind of
So something to think about with the cops and the pay is that another element to this, which we all experienced during COVID, was I personally thought that the line in the sand was going to be drawn way further.
For COVID?
Yeah.
Or for cops in general?
Well, no. Here's the thing: the line in the sand where the community would be like, no, fuck you. I thought that would be drawn way further. And nobody ever drew it. It was basically where you had onesie, twosie, like somebody would go out and do surfing or whatever. People would resist.
Oh, you're talking during COVID.
People would resist. But then you saw the cops would come in, and a lot of them didn't agree with it, but they would still enforce it. And the reason that they had to enforce it, because they're getting paid so little that they don't have a reserve, and they have responsibilities and kids and a family and a wife and all this shit.
Yeah.
So they can't say no to the fucking orders.
Whereas
if they made a couple $100,000 a year and they were able to set themselves up to be financially stable, they would be able to be a little bit more autonomous and have discretion over what they enforce and what they didn't enforce, where they could say, hey, no, this is a bullshit fucking rule. I'm not enforcing it. Fuck you.
But you can't say anything about it.
Well, the cops can't because they're not paid enough to be able to say no.
So do you know how much in California it takes to raise 2 children, your wife, and yourself?
Every year?
Dude, it's
oh my God, it's probably 120, something like that. Yeah.
That's way more.
Oh, really?
If you have 2 kids,
160,000 or some shit.
More than that.
Really?
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's about 180. I think I looked it up earlier. I just chat GPT right now.
It's real money, dude.
If you were single, as an average police officer, hold on. The average police officer's salary in California is $100,000. That's minus taxes. You making what, 65? Maybe 70? You do have some leverage on it.
Yeah.
Let's say your wife is having kids. She's not working. She's not making money. Yeah. What do you do with $60,000 with 2 kids in California in 2025?
You live in fucking Lakeside, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And so here's the thing.
They should be making double.
Okay, you talk about Lakeside. That's exactly my point. You pull up a motherfucker who's been drinking, who's carrying a you know what I mean? You're a cop. You're pulling the motherfucker. You're doing your job. His taillight is off. He's speeding in a 35. He's doing 55. It's a neighborhood. You're doing your job. Yeah. You pull him over. You come nicely to the, and this motherfucker is just lit and just fucking. What do you do as a cop? You're risking your life.
Yeah.
To make the public a safer place. But then again, you want to defund it For me, it's just it's just crazy. It's just like teachers.
That's because you're a rational person.
Yeah, you have rational thought, and I'm not saying
I'm not even going to say I'm a liberal conservative. I'm definitely more of a you guys in the U.S.
If you're a rational thinker, you're definitely not a liberal.
I'm not a liberal by any means, but I'm not going to spit on liberals, and I don't give a fuck.
No, whatever. Like, do your own thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm fucking facts.
Yeah.
I'm talking about real society and real shit.
Yeah, real
and shit that happened to me. Most people that fucking are important are cops, firefighters, and teachers. Prove me wrong.
It's true.
Prove me wrong. Why are you gonna fucking not pay those motherfuckers, the people that make society live every single day?
What about podcast hosts?
Hey, sponsors.
We're out here doing the real work, bro.
No, but you're right. And dude, that's the thing that blows my mind is to defund anything like firefighters. Actually, they're quite defunded as well, but they're serving a different role. Not to say that they're not. They're under fire, but they're not under fire.
I think they're doing okay where they're
there's
at.
EMT, there's firefighters.
I got a ton of buddies that are. One's a firefighter.
Okay, nobody's gonna fucking get pulled over by the fucking firefighters.
No, but I got a buddy that's a firefighter who's. I'm not even gonna say where he's at. He has fucking. He's a paramedic, and dude, they're shorthanded. And it's literally every fucking call.
Can we talk about shorthanded? Because right now I'm like
homeless people, fucking setting fires and fucking like El Cajon Valley, like all
shoot them.
Yeah. Well,
firefighters
can't shoot people, so maybe they should.
See, there's a solution.
There you go.
Solutions-minded people here. There you go.
Right. There's one thing that always people ask me: what would you do if you were not a fighter?
If I was not a
if I wasn't a fighter, okay.
Yeah.
There's one thing in one of my clients. She's been a really good friend of mine. She's a female. She's an FBI agent. There's one thing that I want to do, man. Is I don't know how to get really active with it. Is sex trafficking with kids.
You want to sex traffic kids?
You haven't watched that show on...
Just go beat his ass.
You haven't watched that show on Netflix? What's the name of it?
I gotta do stomp on his chest.
Punch him in the heart.
Right.
Fucking Ryan.
Straight to the casket.
Do you do the... What do you call that? The Dim-Mac? The fucking death touch?
D-Mac.
Dim-Mac?
D-Mac.
Oh.
But for real, though...
Yeah, sorry, I distracted you.
Like, you guys know the stats, though? Because I get interested in this shit. Do you know how many, in 2024, do you know how many kids got abducted in the U.S.?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hey, you haven't seen my...
ChatGPT
You haven't seen my short film?
No.
Okay, I'm going to show you my short film. It's 3 minutes. And...
Okay, let's get involved and do something about it.
Can you just describe it in 30 seconds instead of watching
It's literally, I shot it for film school, and it won a bunch of film festivals.
We don't need to watch this on the podcast, bro.
No, we don't need to watch it on the podcast, but it's 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute film. It's a micro short that it's called, I didn't remember what it's called.
We'll put it on the gram.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's 3 minutes, and it's called, the fuck is it called?
What was
Exploited. Jesus Christ. And my daughter was the actress.
How old is your daughter?
Yeah. Well, at the time, I think she was fucking like 12. But the show was called the short was called Exploited. She won Best Actress in Palm Springs Film Festival.
She's even too old for that.
It basically discusses the ramifications of fucked up shit of people basically talking out to siblings and kids on Messenger and all this bullshit. And all these kids going, oh, I'll go meet you on the fucking street. And then they get picked up in a fucking Suburban. And it's like this fucking...
Yeah, because that's this motherfucker waiting for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my fiancée, Michelle, she always told me, like, I have a completely different childhood from her. Perfect parents...
You said she's Filipino?
She's Filipino and American. Her parents came from the Philippines, but she was born in the U.S. Perfect childhood. But her dad forbidden her to go to sleep over. You know what the stats are about sleepovers? Let's say,
how old is she at the time?
It doesn't matter. Until she was graduated from high school.
Wow,
Until she was an adult, she never once had a sleepover with a girlfriend. I'm fucking glad she did.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the stats, let's say you're a 13 years old girl, and you go into like, okay, let's say you and me are buddies. All right? You and I have a girlfriend.
Yeah, you got the
You and I have a
uncle.
girlfriend, but your friend, your best friend is coming over for a night, a birthday, whatever, and your fucking buddy is getting drunk. Now he's looking at my 13 years old fucking daughter.
Yeah.
And you know why? He's going and fucking touching her. I will fucking come with a knife and fucking stab you to death. That's what I mean.
That makes sense.
But nobody knows about this shit, because when you're 13 years old as a little woman or a boy, you ain't gonna say, hey dad, like this person touched me. You don't know. And that's the most fucked up part about it. It's like the internal circle.
100%, and that's why you got to keep an open communication between. I'm not saying that. I mean, I have a daughter that's 16, and I have twin boys that are 20. But to keep an open fucking communication between your daughter and dude, there's things that I know for a fact my daughter would not discuss with me.
Yes, of course.
But my wife and my daughter, they share the same fucking
she's
brain.
A female.
And so every time when I see shit, like my daughter will go out on a date and like she's doing stuff, she's got a boyfriend, I'm talking to my fucking wife. I'm like, hey, make sure you're talking to her about this and that and the other thing, because I'm like, I do not want to have to fucking kill this guy.
Well, I think that's kind of our. I think it's kind of our role as men is to understand the danger.
Education, man.
Yeah, and in part, sometimes all you can do is like put these little fail safes in there. It's like, hey, don't do this because this, and it's like just like create these little SOPs for your family. And
I agree, bro. I agree. I think it relies a lot on the wife or the female in their relationship. But as a dad, for example, you have a 16-year-old daughter. She might not listen to the dad, so to speak. But if you put it in a way like, hey, I've seen this on the news. I love you. You're my daughter. Yeah. Like, I know you don't tell me things because you are 16 years old. You talk to boys. I get it. Yeah. But baby girl, I love you. And there's things you have to tell me. Yeah. I have to be aware. And if it's not me, it's your older brother, your younger brother, or your mom. And somebody's got to be aware, because nowadays, like, listen, bro, we in San Diego. My girlfriend does not go out without my pit bull on a fucking leash and literally a knife or a fucking spray, like something she can use. Yeah. I'm debating on the gun because she don't really know how to use it yet. But I promise you, there's a few times where she sent me videos of like a fucking minivan. I don't want to play the race card here, but like you got two fucking Mexicans that are 50 years old, like looking at her. So I'm telling her, A, maybe you're sexy. They just want to, like, you know, they want to fuck you. Let me holler at you. Yeah, like they want to fuck you and it's okay. Or two, they want to fucking grab your ass and put you. I usually tell her, you're too old. They just, they don't want a 35 years old. They want a 12 years old.
Like, sorry, babe, you're too old for that shit.
You're too old for that shit. Yeah. They want a fucking 12 years old. How sick of fucking...
You've aged out of the danger.
But you understand how sick it is? How sick it is to want a 12 years old? It drives me nuts. So because I'm involved with a lot of FBI and CIA and DEA and all this, I'm like, if there's one thing I could do right now in my life that is not... professional coaching or fighting is actually getting involved here at the border in San Diego. I'll go out and shoot motherfuckers for free.
Yeah.
I think we all would have.
It is fucked up. And a lot of people...
Train me, for me. I want to be a sniper.
I mean, is there a pay option? Is like a fine, like $50 per?
They're like,
as long as I don't go to jail to killing somebody, I'm good.
Right. You get like tags like an elk. You like,
well, no, it's pretty fucked up when
what the fuck is it? No, hold up. Let's go back to the stats because I didn't say that. How many people in 2024 were abducted?
I have no
2
idea.
million.
What?
Yes, ChatGPT that shit.
US?
Yes, in 2024, there was 2 million fucking kids.
Yeah.
2 million.
That's like 0.8% of the population or something.
That is insane.
Well, hey.
How can we be okay with it?
Go to my Facebook page and look up exploited, and we'll put the link on there. There is a link on there, and this film was shot in 2021, and it's literally, it's a 3-minute film. There's no audio, and it's all just figures. It's like, boom, did this. It wasn't even a fucking felony, a federal felony to kidnap and traffic fucking people in the United States until like...
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, this is one of the figures. What year is
this?
2002. It wasn't even a felony to fucking...
13 years ago, you could kidnap a kid?
But going 30 miles an hour the speed limit is. What the fuck, bro?
What is going on?
That's fucking crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
There's some fucked up shit.
Okay, so who is it up to change that, though? Let's be real.
It's our elected officials.
Yeah, but who does that?
Don't do shit.
Well, I think there's plenty of laws on the books. I think the problem is enforcement.
Yeah.
Which goes back to the cop dilemma, where like, dude, and like when I got pulled over by that motherfucker for entering a left turn lane too fucking early.
Recently?
No, it's a couple of years ago. Remember having like 3 or 4 years ago having those riots downtown with like the George Floyd, whatever fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
They're having all that, and then this motherfucker's pulling me over.
Because Charlie got killed, you mean?
No, this is 3 or 4 years ago. This is like the George Floyd riots. They're having legit riots downtown San Diego.
Messing up stores for no reason.
But you go into a left lane. How do you...
Right.
Well, you probably crossed over a white line versus a dotted line. You're like, it's fucking paint, bitch.
Isn't it crazy?
I went in the left lane too early. Crazy? And I'm like, this is really what you're spending your fucking time doing? And I literally told the cop, it was like, hey man, like, I'm on your side, but this is why people fucking hate you guys, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I support you guys. You have a hard job, but like, this is why people don't fucking like you. You got riots going on downtown, and you're giving me a fucking ticket who's on your side for entering a left turn lane too fucking early.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It ain't like I'm driving over a fucking curb, motherfucker.
I was going to get fucking groceries, bro.
But listen, I'm not even into politics like that. But like when it comes to to kids and sex abduction, like where do you draw the line? Like, who is actually going to fucking make a stand for it? Because listen,
I think you have a line right to the wood chipper. Be like, the ideal situation.
You know, okay, ChatGPT this for me right now. ChatGPT this for me. What is child?
I don't have ChatGPT, but
okay, I'm gonna ask this bitch. Okay, what is child sex trafficking business in 2024-25 worth? Bet you it's billions.
Probably billions, yeah.
And how come we try to peck her about millions of dollars set-wise or national Ukraine war and Russia and whatever's going on with Trump right now in China?
Politics,
yeah.
But I think a large portion of, if you can drive society enough, it drives politics.
Wow.
What is it?
Yeah, what's the outcome?
This is like a fucking document.
Oh, this is
a novel.
This is insane. I want to make sure I'm reading right because this is stupid. Okay. U.S. child sex trafficking is a $9.5 billion business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
9.5 billion, dude.
A year.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up.
And then we're arguing about state laws about
about getting in a fucking turn lane.
About a cop who has to make his quota on a fucking stop line or some shit. Like, that's...
Yeah, or the cops that couldn't find the guy who literally shot me in the car.
He said the law said that in California we voted that... So I said, unless I was dead, the cops would have access to the camera. If not, it's only used for car accident. I'm like... that wasn't worse than a car accident. I got shot at.
Yeah. Well, this makes me a lot more comfortable
to me.
I'm just going to start shooting at people now in cars because apparently,
but
you're doing 50 in the fast lane, boom, boom,
but that's what I'm. But that's where I'm at.
Well,
that's where I'm at today. This is where I'm at. I'm not even trying to be a hero. I'm not a cowboy. Like, I'm not no gangster. I don't give a fuck. If my life is on the line and you fucking try to take I'm shooting.
Ask questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and why are people questioning me about my choice of trying to defending my rights?
Well, I'll
what
just,
drives me fucking.
I'll just say this, and you can read between the lines here. A lot of things I do in my daily life, I'm not going to talk about publicly on the podcast.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly.
Because that's it, and there are very easy solutions to it. And we all just make our own choices, but I'm not going to talk about those things in public because it's like...
and that's one of those fucked up things. Like,
it is a real problem.
The entire fucking Glock ban or whatever the fuck was just passed by Governor Newsom.
Dipshit, yeah.
And it's like...
He's still around?
Yeah, people like text me like...
How long has he been around?
No, like,
too long.
buddies of mine are like text me like, oh, I guess you got to find a new gun to... train actors and shit with. I'm like,
oh yeah, hold on. I saw today. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah. Is it today that I saw that he basically passed a law that he saw that handguns, pistols, so in California 10 rounds is the same as a automatic 40 rounds weapon. Like what the fuck are you?
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Dude, it's like employing a fuck, I don't even fucking know.
It just makes
no sense. Somebody has no
it
fucking
makes no sense at all.
I have no having somebody
cannot
with
eat
no
spaghetti
clue
with a fork anymore.
Yeah, having somebody with no fucking clue about a gun anything and going. It's like that one fucking guy. He stood up there like, "This is a 30 millimeter gun clip." Or whatever the fuck he said.
Right.
You're like, it can shoot 700 bullets within 1/2 second or some bullshit.
Yeah,
you're like
something crazy. You're like,
you
bro,
see
that's not possible.
You see the cops beside, like in the back. They're just like,
yeah,
dude's like rolling his eyes. They're like,
he probably never shot a gun in his life.
Yeah,
he probably doesn't know.
Well, that's the thing, dude. Like,
and it's just
you should not have fucking idiots like that making law.
What's the solution?
It's getting to the point now where, like, especially in California.
Yeah, what is the solution? That's a good point. Because
you grab 2 more of those. But dude, seriously, it doesn't even make sense. Like, you have morons making laws. Like, these laws that are being passed. Like, they just passed this Glock ban. It's going to be overturned in SCOTUS. Okay. It's, big surprise. It's a fucking infringement. Like, why the fuck do you keep fucking passing this shit? Like, well...
I'm gonna jump in because I am French-American. And not in France, everybody feels the same way as we do here, necessarily, with weapons.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'm saying French or England or fucking Bali or Thailand. There's a lot of people around the world that think that the U.S., we are this country that is, it's only on fucking movies and you have guns. But if you retrieve the guns, everything will be okay.
Well, that's a fantastical situation.
It's a fiction.
That doesn't. It's a fiction.
Fucking fiction. They don't understand.
Right. If we just got rid of drugs, there'd be no drugs. Like, but that's not how it works.
But exactly. Yeah. It's a fiction. It's a fiction world. First of all, again, I'm going to repeat this one more time. If you take guns away in the U.S., it's been part of the culture since the 17th century, all right? It's always going to be around. It's going to be the black market, even worse. So there's no way around it. Like, it's not like France or England or Greece or Italy.
The whole culture is different.
The culture is different.
Yeah.
I understand because I'm both. So when I hear French motherfuckers telling me like, "Whoa, you guys have too many guns," I'm like, "Fuck you!
You don't have enough, motherfucker.
You don't have enough because you never been shot at, and if you've been shot at because it was gone.
Look at fucking Australia, dude. They disbanded their guns in like '97. And now it's like...
Australia is the worst country to ever live in right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Why do you think we have so many Australians here in the U.S. that move out here? The taxes are the highest in the world.
But then look at New Zealand. They still have guns there.
Do they?
I like New Zealand.
Yeah. They're like,
the haka.
Fuck you.
Well, That's what
I don't know. I think
leg
so.
tattoo comes.
That's
So it's true.
That's what I
New
remember.
Zealand is a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're very different.
Maybe I'm
man.
talking out of my ass.
No, but anyway,
Australia's
cheers
dope.
to fucking guns, fucking right, and owning
Goddamn
your
right.
fucking gun. Defend yourself, motherfucker.
Mike, I feel like you're pretty fucked up.
I'm getting ready.
Nice work. Nice work. Nice work.
It's a successful podcast.
I mean, I
Very
think the bottle was full,
That
right?
fucking dude, that Buffalo Trace was fucking full.
Oh,
Can
that's
I have
right.
more though? Or no.
No, it was. I took the.
Yeah, that
top
shit
off
was
it.
full
That's
as
true.
fuck, dude.
Can I have more?
Absolutely, we got a ton of stuff, man. We're not gonna.
do you want?
Are you done or no?
No, I'm not fucking done. Come
I
on.
mean, you way more than me. Come on, dog.
Shit.
Yeah, let's go.
We got Jack. We got
I took
Gentleman's
I
Jack.
took work
got
off.
Jameson.
No, dude. Hey,
I
you
got all night. I'm good.
do you
Let's
like
go.
Emerald Spear? You like
Yeah.
tequila?
I love tequila.
We've got like a half a.
I'm a
half a
whiskey
shot of that
tequila
left.
guy. Can I take a break for a minute?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's take a break.
I get a piss
Yeah.
like a
Perfect
horse.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Time for a break.
Take a break.